and welcome to the King of Anime podcast. This is the only podcast that has committed several war crimes. How's everybody doing?
I'm doing pretty good. I'm looking at us right now. We look pretty good.
Yeah.
No, it's whenever he has an application up. It's not going to show us.
Oh, then that's when we're gone. Okay,
Yep.
I gotcha. Never mind.
Yep, it's a whole issue. So if any time during this episode of KOA there is a gray box, or as I called it before the show, a gray blocks, that is technical difficulties. It is not my fault. Also, as well, I don't know what the hell the show order is anymore, because I can't access the notes without ruining the stream.
I'll help you.
This is a really messed up episode. This is Bizarro World right now.
This is the one that gets us canceled.
This is the one that gets us canceled. But I first want to say, because I remember this, if you guys haven't already, please make sure to drop a like on the podcast, subscribe, send this out to your friends, your family, your lovers, your enemies, your congressmen, your state congressmen and representatives, your janitor at your school.
Yeah. Your evil nemesis.
Your dog, and your cat, and your pet turtle. And like that guy that was like, did you guys see that post of that guy playing Elden Ring on the sidewalk? Be like that guy. Be like that guy. As I'm getting a phone call. This episode is already off to really bad start. Yeah, and also, if you don't know, we got a Twitter, King of Anime Pod. Follow it on there as well. We got a Patreon.
They dropped the link.
Become a patron. It's only $1 hair, and for $1 hair, you get all of this amazing content that me, Satsuki, and EA have produced, and much more. And you get a link to our OnlyFans, but only if you ask nicely.
I don't know about that.
And we're trying to get to 1,000 subs, so help us out. But with that out of the way, how was your guys? How was your week?
Crazy thing happened on Sunday. Sasuke can attain to it. I streamed for the first time in months on my Twitch.
That he did.
Oh yeah,
Yep, I was a man of my word.
Yeah, what did you stream?
Danganronpa, the first one.
Was it?
I totally forgot all the people's names, but as soon as I kept playing it, I was like, okay, I'm remembering these people. Byakuya, Celeste, who's not Russian. She's French. I had to be told that. No, the fat guy is... Shoot. I can't remember his goddamn name. But he's Peter Griffin, basically.
Yeah, that's one of my favorite characters.
Is the fat guy?
Yeah. Just because he's so... They characterize him in, like, the most extreme way possible. They're like, all fat people, they're murderers.
Well, this guy was a complete and total simp. Celeste told him to make a coffee, and he was like, yeah, right away.
Right away, m'lady.
And she yelled at him, too.
I'm pretty sure fat people in real life actually wouldn't do that. Because think about it.
Make a coffee for a beautiful lady?
I don't think they'd be simps. I'm gonna go on record and say right now, fat people aren't simps. You could put that on my gravestone.
Here lies C tactics. Fat people aren't simps.
It's true. I mean, think about it. Fat people, listen. We're better than everyone, okay?
You heard it here first, folks.
Yeah. Looks like Sasuke is having signal issues. Oh my god, this episode is just... It really wants to derail pretty badly, but we're keeping it together.
I was testing some things out. Uh, I don't think it's gonna work, and I don't want you to try it, but probably can go see if we can do like the OBS virtual webcam thing next time. That might
Yeah.
that might help.
Yeah.
But I've never got it working on my side, so I don't think it's something we should experiment with
I mean,
right now.
by next week, I'll have my second monitor back, so I think it'll be all right by then.
Are you
And if
lending
not,
it out?
I'm gonna call tech support. I'm gonna yell at them.
Hello, Sean, and hello, Trayvon.
Yeah.
How y'all doing?
How you guys doing? Well, I guess we should go ahead. Stick with me, chat with the gray boxes for a second, but it's time for the KOA news.
It's time for that something and that will give you the blues. Now let's get ready for the KOA.
It's Miracle!
All right. What do we got? We got up first. I would love to know.
So first and foremost, Cartoon Network's website shuts down. It leads
Times are
to
changing.
I forgot where it links to now. It's one of the sites from Warner Bros. Cannot think of it right now, but well, actually, I could do it right now. Let's let me go to Cartoon Network and see. Cartoon Network.
So many of those free Flash animation games. So fun to play back in the day.
Yeah, remember the hentai games? Or am I thinking of
No.
Newgrounds?
No,
No. That was definitely not Cartoon Network, sir.
Was it Newgrounds?
I don't know.
I never
The
did
hentai games?
Newgrounds.
I used to play those as a
We
kid.
didn't-
I think that was just a you thing.
Yeah,
see?
I don't think. Why are you saying it like that was a norm? Like, yeah, well,
Hey,
yeah, I
yeah,
remember
Everybody
this.
did the hentai stuff, right? Right? Am I right?
Everybody played those hentai games as a kid.
No, it was just
Well,
you,
for
like
your-
two other people.
Well, yeah, the other person I know did that was Jesse Cox. So, he
Well,
was in Cyberpunk.
His name was his destiny.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. He is.
It links to Max, by the way.
Oh, of course it does.
Of course.
Hey, since Cartoon Network isn't here, go watch Max, where we don't have any of the cartoons in it on here anymore.
No, okay, so it has like the cartoon. So when you do it, it has Cartoon Network. Sign up now, $9.99 a month, and it has Courage, Powerpuff Girls, Ed, Ed and Eddie, regular show. But then you look at the tabs on the front page, and then you see movies, shows, BR Sports, Originals, Brands, Collections, free episodes. So yeah, Cartoon Network is it's gone.
Sad
Yeah.
days.
It is a
Sad
sad
days.
day. Well, at least Adult Swim isn't gone.
But officially here on KOA, we are announcing that we are the replacement for Cartoon Network.
Yep,
I don't think we have the ability to make cartoons.
No, and if I did, you're gonna get one frame a week.
That was good to me.
Maybe like one dust cloud for a frame a week.
Yeah, it's a show called The Dust Cloud and Me, and all you see is just a dust cloud.
It's gonna look like a shitty visual novel.
Yeah, for sure.
Yo, speaking of
Dust Cloud.
shitty visual novels, Fate Stay Night Remastered that came out over the weekend. Yeah.
Oh,
What do you mean, boo?
Boo.
we're not booing the game. We're booing you.
What? Why me?
Why not?
What? What? Okay, listen, everyone. Fate Stay Night Remastered. It's out on Steam right now, on sale, by the way, on release. It's
Boo.
$26. What do you mean, boo?
Wait, it's
So
$26?
they're gonna have like the sex scenes, but it's gonna
No,
look
they
better.
removed those.
Well, I don't
Oh,
want it anymore.
boo.
What do you mean you
Oh,
don't
boo.
want it? It's the better version. The sex scenes sucked.
And fucked?
Apparently, Chibi Reviews' Discord was trying to review bomb it because it didn't have the sex scenes, and I'm like, did any of you even
that's stupid.
listen? I
I want to
read
see that sex.
the Fate Route sex scene for a YouTube video, which may still be up. I had to sit through 2 hours of it. It was 2 hours long.
2 hours of sucking.
Yes,
I mean-
actually.
Damn.
But what if I wanted to see Shiro sheath his sword and Saber's scabbard?
Yeah, I mean, if you want to see that, my suggestion is to just go and look at the images and not read boring text for 2 hours of just trying to make the act of sex sound really deep. That's what she said. Ew.
I do like some fan fictions.
There you go.
I
Oh, it's so deep. So
There's,
deep.
like,
Put her ass to sleep.
I believe they explained like sex, the acts, the sex acts they were doing through like this like super, you know how Fate is, where it's like really slow, serious, dramatic dialogue. That's how the sex scene was.
It was a tangle of wills.
It was. That's literally what it was like. You
A
nailed that.
preying
Holy shit.
predator.
I looked at Saber's vagina and was like, "Damn, that thing needs a trim." I got my razor.
I thought she was
I mean,
clean.
She's during the medieval times. They didn't shave back then.
Well, she's in the visual novel. Let me tell you, ain't no hair on that body.
Wow.
I'm uncomfortable. I don't want to talk about this anymore.
Let's keep talking. Let's make this the hentai fable session.
I don't know how we got on this topic. This is stupid. Okay, listen, Chibi's server. If one of you are watching out there, calm the fuck down. Okay, it's just a visual novel. It's nothing in the world. That's my point.
Yeah. I mean, they probably got better, like, actual hentai.
Yeah, there is way better things to jerk off to than Saber's butt.
Like what?
I want to say, name it.
So I can write it down.
Let's see.
Like that one you hooked me up with, Sasuke?
Yeah. I mean, I got stuff like that.
Honkai Star Rail hentai. There you go. That's way better.
Oh, they do have that one girl, Kefka.
Kafka? Yeah. Kefka? With the redhead one? And the other redhead? There's two redheads that are MILFs.
Yeah, I don't know what's happening.
There's one in the white
but-
dress and the other the one that's...
We're bonding, EA.
Yeah,
we're
I'll
bonding.
I'll take the link after the show.
Well.
I mean, if you dare. If you dare.
I feel like I want
some
to.
Black Bible shit, is it?
No.
No.
Thank God.
Thank God. Thank God.
I think I want to say like the second bit of news for last, just because of this, how serious it is.
Yeah. All right. Well, then we'll skip on down to the third bit
What
of
is it?
news. This one, right?
What is the third one? Read
How about that? Okay.
Is it mine? Is it
Pretty
the long
much
one?
every. No. Yes, it is.
Oh, okay.
It's pretty.
So, EA, go. Sorry.
No, Mr. Man, you say it.
I
now.
don't wanna.
We're all messed up this episode. Specifically, only me. So, over either it was the end of last week or over the weekend, Netflix was hacked, and the hacker obtained 87,000 files. They proceeded
Insane.
to leak Ron Mahaf episodes 1 through 2, the entirety of Dan to Dan season 1, the entirety of Terminator 0, the entirety of Arcane, Stranger Things season
It was
5
the
episodes
entirety
1
of
through 3.
Arcane.
Yeah. Mononoke the movie. And
Oh
they have even more. They have like Plankton the movie, they have like Heartstopper season 3. They also downloaded stuff from Paramount Plus and Warner. So they have 87,000 files of just TV shows and movies and a bunch of, probably stuff that was never meant to release, like, pilots or whatever, or concept art or, whatever, and plans. 87,000 files. And, yeah, a bunch of stuff got leaked. And granted, you don't want to watch any of these leaks because they're all like screener copies with watermarks on them, because surprise, surprise, they didn't want it to leak out, so when they needed to distribute these these episodes and stuff, they obviously used heavy watermarks, lowered the resolution quite a bit. So it is literally like watching something from the year 2004.
It's like my dad used to get those back in the day. He used to get the bootleg DVDs.
God.
Yeah, they used to always be
those.
outside the liquor store. It was always someone selling bootleg DVDs.
That or like near like in the area where the mall is. Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Those are the places.
I used to I didn't bootleg movies, but I used to,
I supported these things. How dare? But my stepdad did actually have a guy who we knew at work that would get these bootleg things on DVD, and it was just some guy recording it with a camera.
Yeah,
and it was the worst.
Yeah,
it was
it
when
was
they would have
awful.
like dark scenes. It was always blurry and out of focus, and you
That's
wouldn't
how
even
I
know what
watched
was
Spider-Man
happening.
too.
And you're just like, what the fuck's even happening? Why am I even watching this? And the funny thing is, you keep watching it.
Yeah,
Even
you
though
just
it's
keep watching
shit.
it. Because you bought it, but you paid $5 for it.
I mean, yeah, it's so cheap that the quality doesn't even matter at that point.
Oh my god, you know the ones where some of the bootlegs you get were like those screener qualities, but like they had like menus, like custom menus that were like really high quality.
Oh yeah. Oh no. Okay, I've never had a high quality.
Yeah,
I've never had a high quality one, but
Yeah.
there's been ones where I had menus, like because I've tried to do this with movies myself. So like they'll have an application to where you do it, and then like the application will, have take you through you creating a menu for the DVD and stuff like that. So some people will go as far as to have an actual menu to where it didn't just start as soon as you inserted the disc in, but never high quality type stuff. Now there was this one guy. It wasn't movies that he sold. It was like a compilation of music videos.
Compilation? Compilation?
What
music
was it?
videos.
Yeah, music videos. It was cool too. It was super cool. That got me into a whole bunch of different songs that I never and artists I never thought of.
That's like
listening to.
bootleg pop-up video. That sounds really cool. I like that.
It was like a
video.
mixtape. It was like a mixtape, but in music video form.
Oh, that's fucking
Pop-up
rad.
video was cool, where you watch the music video and you would get little facts
Yeah.
that would be like underneath it or the side of it, and it would be in the sound of
video.
the bubbles popping, just whoop bloop. But yeah, I remember that pop-up video. I learned so much stuff. It's like this person got knocked out doing this one scene. It's like holy shit.
I love they always played the Frankie goes the Hollywood one, the relax, don't do it.
When you wanna go to it.
Trayvon said he had a bootleg copy of Are We There Yet? And then
Oh no,
QR6
I'm so
said
sorry.
he had bootleg Harry Potter movies.
You know,
Man.
I used to have an official copy of Are We There Yet? And I wish I got the bootleg, looking back. I watched that movie so much as a kid.
The copyright standards. Yep. I mean, a long time ago, they used to have the full. This was a long time ago. Full movie of Star Wars on YouTube, like the first one, and George Lucas owned it back then. He didn't care because he made hand over fist millions of dollars and the merchandising and everything. But then Viacom had to be a little bitch and go, YouTube, all of these cartoons and shows that are being uploaded to your site, we're gonna sue you. And
Why
YouTube
aren't
said,
I making money off?
Yeah, exactly. And it's funny because you would have thought, well, there's a reason why we're watching those is because you guys never made any DVDs of those, and we want to watch them. And I feel like streaming kind of like came shortly after because of that whole thing. But I remember watching like a whole bunch of Nickelodeon shows. I watched all of Dragon Ball on YouTube in 3 parts per episode.
I did that with Inuyasha. I watched all the Inuyasha on YouTube, and this was like, I want to say, I was in high school at the time. I want to say this was like 2013, 2012.
Okay. Yeah, those were the best. And then all of a sudden, if there was an episode missing, or even dare I say a part missing, you're fucked. You're just basically like, well, I guess I don't know what happened after Inuyasha fell down a well.
No, that's when you go to somebody else who has like the same one, but then they have it in different parts, so you're lost.
Oh my god. Or it's like upside down or mirrored. It's fucking mirror flipped, and you're just like, all right, yeah, this works.
Or it's like like at an angle. It's like off tilt. So everything's
Yeah.
everyone's like standing on a slope, like on a side of a hill.
Oh my god.
Oh, those are the days.
Those were the days when YouTube was, dare I say it, better.
Oh,
I don't know
I
about
think YouTube was a lot. I think
it's more
YouTube.
fun.
A lot more creative. I feel like there was a lot of
Yeah.
creativity back
There-
then.
There's like, I mean, there's a out where like everybody is slaves to the algorithm now, with a few people being able to break out and do their own thing. And
Very
there's like a meta for everything now. You know, there's like, even like titles. I mean, look at the title of our videos. We kind of had to adhere to a certain style.
We want attention.
Yeah, I mean, you basically have to do it now. So this is how it works.
Yeah, it's true.
Yeah, I saw a thread posts today that was like basically along the lines of like ad spots are going to kill content creators, and I thought that was preposterous. I think it's the one thing keeping it alive, because ad revenue is so low. Like imagine a YouTube where creators, those things are banned and nobody can promote a product. This is like killing an entire subgenre over a symptom is really strange to me. So that made me thought of that.
Hey Dan, how you doing? Is today your birthday? Happy birthday!
Happy birthday, Dan! And he called up
Oh,
to One
happy
Piece
birthday.
today. Congratulations!
Round of applause is in order.
We all gotta sing happy birthday. Yeah, happy birthday. To
Yeah,
Dan.
we gotta sing it just like that. Happy birthday!
Happy birthday.
Happy
Happy
birthday!
Happy
birthday.
Happy birthday!
Happy birthday to you.
That was beautiful.
Yeah, that was totally not unintelligible in the slightest.
Well, time to get a little more serious. Talk about something that's a little, I feel, dear to all of our hearts.
Yeah.
This happened 2 days ago, actually. August 10th, Rachel Lillis passed away from breast cancer, age 46. If you've definitely heard Rachel Lillis in some aspect. She played Misty, Pokemon, Jessie, Pokemon. I think like some actual Pokemon themselves. I think like Jigglypuff. One of
Yeah,
one
she
of
was
those.
Jigglypuff.
Yeah. She also played Utena in
Revolutionary Girl Utena?
Revolutionary Girl. Yeah.
She was also in Berserk. She was like the princess.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
she was.
okay, yeah.
Yeah, she was the one that said, "Why do men fight?" And then, not Guts, but
Griffith.
Griffith comes in and goes,
Hello, my lady. I am here to bud you. And eventually get my tendons cut.
yeah, but yeah, it's very sad, very sad. 46, that seems so incredibly young since
Yeah.
I'm not that close from being 46 myself.
Basically just a
Or
kid.
not that far, I should say. Yeah, but cancer is
Horrible.
it's terrible, absolutely terrible. Definitely, it's awful.
Yeah, it's one of those things you can't really prepare for. It's just it kind of just happens, and then you know, you try your best to deal with it when as it comes at if you find it in time, and you know things can end up in this way. But you know, I think this is a good time to honor her because whenever we look at these characters and whatever media, it could be anime, it could just be live action, it could be whatever. Um, the people portraying these characters, the actors, the voice actors, voice actresses, they give life to these characters, and I think a lot of the times they're underappreciated because you know you hear these voices and you associate these voices with that character. So in a sense, you know, Rachel Lillis is Misty. Rachel Lillis is Jesse. You know, and these are characters that had impact on our lives. I could just speak for myself in my life. I fucking love Jesse. I love Team Rocket. So, you know, that voice is iconic, and anytime I hear that voice, I'm going to think of Jesse. And you got to give credit to, you know, the voice from which it comes from. So, you know, want to take the time to honor her and her contribution to our childhood and other people's childhood, because it's not just us on the podcast. It's a lot of different people, you know. So
Absolutely. I feel like voice acting. Well, now it's a lot more appreciated, I think, because animation is just becoming such a popular thing nowadays. But I feel like, I don't know, 40, 30 years ago, voice acting was just a thankless type of job where it's just like, oh yeah, you go ahead, go in there and say some words. We'll pay you some money. Have a good life, you know. But these people really do bring these characters to life, and she was one of those people that I didn't even know when I was a kid that Misty and Jesse were the same fucking person.
yeah,
That's how good a range that she had. She had more of a, I don't know, villainess, kind of stoic, kind of when she's Jesse, but then a teenage girl when she's Misty. And I'm like, that's really fucking good. Yeah,
Yeah, she was
absolutely.
great.
It's great.
I think she played Caster in Fate Stay Night as well.
Really?
and Ben mentioned Mito and Hunter x Hunter.
Oh yeah, Aunt Mito, best aunt, best mom, MILF.
Well,
Rest in peace, for sure.
rest in peace. But I think that's it for the bit of news that we have.
All right.
I do have a few things. Sorry.
A lot.
Remix. Tango Games is being revived by, which makes me fucking happy because they made a cool game called Hi-Fi Rush that came out, and the Xbox Siki decided to reward Tango Gameworks by saying you're no longer a company anymore. So then a PUBG publisher picked them up, and now they're a company again. So congratulations to them for being saved. Essentially, that's awesome. And the Disney D23 Expo happened not that long ago. Nothing really much to announce other than if you really love sequels and live action adaptations and shitty sequels and live action adaptations, then you will love all the movies coming out.
Waking up on Christmas Day and getting a Nintendo.
Yeah, you
love
want you want Toy Story 5? Neither do I. You're gonna fucking get it though. You want Incredibles 3? Me neither. Here you go. A live action Lilo and Stitch? Fuck you. Here, shove it down your throat. God, it's just...
EA, how dare you criticize our corporate overlords? You know, they get tax breaks.
Yeah, I know, and I fucking hate them for it. Instead of creating original shit anymore, everything's always sequel.
Well, that's your fault, EA, for not buying all of our shit.
What, for liking original stuff?
How dare you?
or to be a remake in a vision of today's world,
Oh my god, yes. Let's make a remake and let's make it in the modern times where it was, I don't know. It's
where
not
it doesn't fit the universe.
No, and it's lifeless and it's not as exciting. Yeah.
Why did they make? Why did they make another Charlie and the Chocolate Factory when we already
Dude.
had two?
Dude, I was wondering that
money.
same fucking thing. They made
Well,
yeah.
yeah.
I mean, yeah, they did it for money, but look at what happened. They didn't make any money. I think they lost money. Speaking of a company that lost money, Borderlands movie was abysmal and made $8.8 million opening weekend.
That's crazy.
With a budget of $150 million.
What?
Yeah.
I know that I seen like the Rotten Tomato thing where it had like a 0% or something.
It premiered at a 0, and then there was a few more people that got their reviews in, so now it's at a 7. So
I might
So,
watch
yeah.
it now.
yeah.
I kind of want to
Ooh.
watch it too. Yeah. And it's not that long. It's
mean-
like an hour and a half or something.
Yeah, but it
Jesus
just
Christ!
I don't know anything about Borderlands. I still need to finish it
Yeah,
with
we need to
UC.
finish that. Yeah.
But from what I hear from the fans is that they casted the wrong people.
All a bunch of old people. They literally
All the
casted a
young
bunch
people
of
are
50-year-olds
old.
and 7-year-olds.
Yeah. Why did they think that was a good idea?
Like Kate Blanchett is actually a good person to cast for Borderlands, but not as Lilith. What the fuck? Lilith has to be like in her early 20s and like a supermodel. And they cast Jamie Lee Curtis in some role. Like I don't know. I don't know
Get
why
ready
they
for
did
more
it.
Jamie Lee Curtis in Freaky Friday 2.
Oh yeah, Freakier Friday.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Freakier Friday. That's what it's fucking called.
She turned that. She probably turned One Piece down for that.
She turned One Piece down for that shitty ass movie.
It's got to be paying
Oh
well.
my
She
god,
did that.
my daughter again.
Lindsay Lohan. Oh my god,
I
you're
like
relevant
the
again.
Keeper.
Watch it be really good.
It's gonna be shit. They're
What?
gonna switch their bodies again and be like, "Oh, I'm even older now." Oh.
Freaky is Friday.
Yeah, they're gonna complete the trilogy. Freakiest Friday when they're all old and decrepit. It's like, oh my god, I'm switched again.
Who asked for Freaky Friday sequel?
No one.
I
Not a
wanna-
single person.
No, I want to specifically know their names and addresses. And
Oh,
their
you just
social
want to talk to
security.
them?
I just want to talk to him. I just
wanna
want to talk. I just want to shoot him. I just want to shoot him.
Loading a musket. Freaking-
I just want to talk to him. Now, hold on.
Oh,
I
make sure you put
just
the loading
wanna
cap
talk.
in.
Yeah, oh yeah. Gotta.
I don't think we talk about it, but you know how crazy humans had to be to put that much effort into murdering people at an
You-
inefficient way.
You would have to really hate somebody. And to stand out in the open too. That's
Yeah.
the crazy thing.
Hey, hold on.
They used
Hold
to
on one
like
sec.
line up in fields. Just like they would show up, and on one side there's an enemy team, and the other side there's the other enemy team, and they just fucking fired shit at each other. It's like, why are we doing this?
Wait, hold on, this ain't working. The fuck?
that could happen too.
That has had to happen.
Yeah. Whenever they run out of bullets, so they at least got a.
That's probably where
bayonet
that
at
rule
the
came
end.
from.
I know the aliens just look at us like this is the best reality TV ever.
Oh,
What the fuck
fuck.
are they doing?
That's an episode of South Park.
Look at these dumb
Like-
animals.
But there's also, I don't know if you've seen the meme where a UFO is kind of like flying by Earth or whatever, and underneath it says, aliens lock their doors when they drive by Earth.
I mean, I would too.
Because you know that whole, it's like, oh shit, we're kind of in like a
Yeah.
bad place. Let's lock your doors, roll up your windows.
Yeah.
Lock up your
Oh.
daughters and lock up your wife. Lock up the back door and run for your
Hide
life.
your kids. Hide your
Hide your
wife.
wife and
They're
hide your
raping
husband.
everybody.
But that's
Man.
all I had now. That's all.
Remember 2012? That was a really good year. That's a really,
No, it
really
wasn't. I thought the world was going to end.
I was fine with
That's
it.
also one reason why it was a really good year.
Well, when we put it like that.
I mean, I was just like, bring it on.
Yeah, we got
I was
Skyrim.
panicking.
We had a year of like a couple months of Skyrim at that point. We were done. We didn't need anything more than that.
Yeah, the 360 was at its height of popularity.
Yeah, we Gen X and millennials just might as well just fucking jumped off a cliff.
All
by
3
that
years
point.
of war games came out. My life was complete.
Yeah. And Fable 3. Oops, sorry. I didn't mean to bring everything down. Let's talk about Nokotan.
Wait.
Wait,
You missing
You
something?
are you?
bastard.
Because you don't have the sheet in front of you. You're forgetting Nakuma Club.
Oh wait, no, it's out of order on mine. I'm. Oh fuck! God damn it! This is what happens when you get a new PC. Midori Days.
There we go.
Ooh. I have a lot of thoughts on this episode.
All right. I'm curious to know what you got to say because this episode was unique to say the least, and yeah, I caught the tail end with C, listening to the dubbed version. Midori's is a sweetheart. She's a sweetie.
She's
But
cutie patootie.
but yeah, we are introduced to none other than the little girl Shiori.
That's not a little
She,
girl. That's an old man with a little girl's skin suit on.
There was a skin. Well, that's the next show. We'll talk about that skin
Oh
suit
yeah.
later.
Oh my god. So for anybody new to KOA, this is a segment whenever I'm allowed to, have my little segment on KOA because I'm gonna bring down the vibes and then we uplift it. It's like the rising falling action, the yin and the yang.
Yeah, the
Well,
part in the movie where people are like, you know what? I don't think we should be friends anymore. Yeah.
Yeah.
And then they
Oh
just
my
go,
God.
and it's raining outside, and it's sad, somber music.
I used to always dread those parts of movies because I just knew it was coming. And at the time, I didn't really know these movie terms, so I didn't know how to identify it. But I would always dread, especially when it came to like a cartoon movie like Shrek or something. I would always dread up like, where's the moment when they're gonna fall out? And I was like, there it is. Fuck. Oh, okay, but Midori Days. I wanna choose my words carefully, and carefully they will be chosen. I thought this was the most disappointing episode thus far, and I'm gonna say why. It may not be for the reasons you may think, because yes, I wasn't a fan of the Shiori gag of her like trying to seduce Seiji. Wasn't really a fan of that gag, but that's not why I found it disappointing. I'm going to try to condense this. I thought the potential for this episode was sky high. It introduced a very mature plot point with Shiori and her parents, her dad remarrying, and her trying to her stepmom trying to assimilate herself with Shiori. I thought that had so much potential. And another part of the reason why I find it disappointing is because although I don't have those same circumstances as Shiori this episode, I relate to this plot point in a sense because my parents divorced, and it was also I kind of went through, or it was kind of relatable what Shiori was doing to her stepmom that I was doing when that happened. Like the whole giving the cold shoulder to a potential stepmom or stepdad. Did the same thing when I was a kid. Did the exact same thing. And I'm sure a lot of other kids had the same experience. So I'm disappointed because I feel like this should have been an arc. This should have been 3 to 4 episodes. It should have been handled with the utmost care and tact because it just kind of concludes with Seiji giving a push to Shiori and then her just reconciling with her mom and calling her mom. Like this is very tough. This is really tough, especially for a kid to handle. A kid's emotions often are kind of ignored because they are kids, but they feel what they feel, and sometimes they don't understand why they feel the way they feel. So when you have the conclusion be that Shiori just calls her new stepmom mom because she was dealing with so many complex emotions. She was dealing with the loss of her mother. She was dealing with somebody that she felt was replacing her mother. And in another instance, she's kind of like being selfish in some regard, that she's ignoring or not thinking about her father's happiness. And it just feels like the episode just opted to go for this really fairy tale ending with a few like a word from like one slap, a word from Seiji, and it's just concluded. And I felt like this should have been a bigger focus because of the gravity of what the episode was trying to tell. So that's why I felt this was the most disappointing episode. The second part of it, Reen. I do not like this character. Oh my god. I thought she was bad in her introduction, but it was kind of like it was kind of like the outdated bad where it's like, okay, they're going for this gag or whatever. This episode, I legit think she was terrible. She tried to get Shiori to seduce her brother, who's a high schooler and she's at elementary school. So, and then she started the episode going, were you on a date with that little girl? But then the rest of the episode, she tries to get the little girl to seduce him. And then it just gets progressively worse. It's like, I already didn't like you coaching her and all that. Then you try to give her these fetish outfits to entice Seiji. And then you get her to be in a bathroom and like ambush him. This is what you're telling the little kids? What the fuck?
She is a monster, just like Seiji says. Every ill will and every bad thing he has to say about her, it's nullified. I mean, not nullified, but basically it's reciprocated.
It's validated.
Validated.
Sure.
That's the word I was looking for. Absolutely, and Midori's just like, she's actually kind of nice, and he's like, bullshit, she's nice. She ain't nice at all. She's an ogre. She's a monster. She's terrible.
This episode, she got mad at Seiji for playing with Shiori's emotions, but Seiji has never played with her emotions. He quite clearly has shown no interest because she's a little girl. It's that simple.
And
the
show knows that too, by the way. The show knows Seiji didn't do anything and hasn't done anything.
He quite clearly turns down all of her advances, and he does it in a delicate way. He's not really trying to be mean. He's just like, you're a little girl. Like, I don't want to get involved with you romantically. And then she is the one that tries to get her to egg him on in a relationship like that. So you're egging on a relationship you wouldn't even support yourself. So what do you want? Do you want that relationship to actually succeed? Because you said at the beginning that you wouldn't support it, or you found it strange, or are you playing with her? Are you using her as a vehicle to play with Seiji? Because that's what it felt like to me. It was like, I want to troll Seiji, so I'm going to use this little girl to, have my fun. So if you're doing that, you're doing what you're accusing Seiji of, which is playing with her emotions.
Right.
Because she's 100% serious about this, but you're playing with her.
I think she's an alcoholic, and I think that she doesn't even know what she does half the time, and then she's just a harbinger of chaos and just completely just creates chaos in her wake. because she's a fucking gang leader of a motorcycle gang. I think she's just out there just to create havoc, and maybe it is an outdated thing. Maybe it is has something to do with that because I agree. It is definitely one of the weaker episodes of this series. It's not my favorite for sure. In fact, uh, was there really anything that was super funny
I
in this episode?
Well, I thought the Street Fighter thing was pretty funny.
Oh yeah, that.
That
Yeah.
was that was the best part, and it was because it had nothing to do with the little girl, but it was Seiji and Midori, and he's just like,
It's like Chun-Li
"Man,
and
why
Ken
do I
or
suck?"
something, or Ryu?
And she's fucking dead on the console. That was the best part of the show. And maybe the last part with Ayase. But other than that, the Midori being crashed out because she was literally hands, and I can imagine her just going blah, 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 with the buttons and everything was funny.
I think Ayase's character was really harmed as well.
Ayase?
Yeah, this the
Really?
girl that has a crush on Seiji. Is that her
Really?
name?
I feel the opposite.
Yeah, that's her.
Why
That's her.
Why do
Well,
you say that?
the reason why I say that is because at the beginning of the episode, she kind of assumes that Seiji is like this pervert going out with a child. And I feel like if you have a crush on someone and you're that suspicious, like that doesn't feel realistic unless the other person is kind of obsessed. And two, I think that if you like someone, why would you immediately think with them being around a child that they're going out on a date with a child and trying to get with a child? That feels to me like disrespectful to Seiji. Like if Seiji knew that, and like if that happened to me, for example, someone thought I was going out with a child, I'm never talking to them again. Never. Ever again.
I mean, I think that's
Okay.
fair, and I
Yeah,
think
yeah.
maybe it's
Okay.
because the way that she looked, because she was real clingy and acting all lovey, because she had her arms wrapped around him, and Seiji's just like, oh, just walk,
Yeah,
walk.
no, but yeah, I see what C's saying when he puts it like that, because if you saw that, I think most normal people wouldn't assume the worst in that situation. I think most people would assume, oh, that's a family member, that's a sister, that's a cousin, something like that. I don't think they would assume that you're dating them. See, I think they tried to play that for gags, like, oh, she's dating a little girl. Like they tried to play for that for gags, and in doing that, they kind of what C said. They kind of disrespected like Seiji's character through Ayase. So
Yeah, and to be fair, I mean, she did kind of interact with this girl the previous episode when she was trying to give him homework, and maybe she just looked at her as some kind of like quote unquote rival, even though she's 8 or whatever.
she did say that she was Seiji's boy or girlfriend when they met. So
Yeah.
that adds a little to it.
So maybe that has something to do with it, but I definitely hear what you're saying, see, because I agree. If I'm with somebody young at my fucking age, but even if I wasn't like if I was like 20 or something, and there was a little girl or little boy or whatever, just like, oh, are they going out? What the
Yeah.
fuck? That's the thing you go to? You sicko? Nah, I agree.
Yeah. Probably more of a subtle pickup by me. I'm
No,
surprised I
that
was
was
able
a
to
good
pick
one.
up something like that.
Do you,
Am I-
you
am I
don't normally?
Do I actually have intelligence?
See, you're a very intelligent man.
Oh yeah? Ask me a math question.
2 times 3 times 4.
I don't fucking know. Why are you asking me a math question?
Yeah.
I don't really think about math. Isn't it?
What's the answer? Yeah.
2 times 3 times 4? Well, 2 times 3 is 6, and times 4 is 24.
Well, there we go. 1/3 of KOA knows math.
There you go.
I kind of have to.
But
It's good for the brain.
I'll say like what I liked from Ayase in it. This is I think I'm starting to rediscover why I used to like Tsunderes back when I was younger. I think I used to like Tsunderes when it was like more in a healthy way, or when it didn't like feel malicious like I don't know Kagome from Inuyasha. Because like I like that Ayase has to get over her um she has to get over her like nervous jitters to ask Seiji out, and then the only way it comes out is her trying to be like all haughty about it, like well my friend isn't going, so I have this ticket that I just have lying around, so I mean if you want to go, so like that's
Mhm.
I'm rediscovering why I used to like Sundays.
I feel like they were written differently back then. They weren't sadistic, twisted individuals that they are now.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean,
Oh man,
still.
new age Sundays.
New age tsunderes. I will rip your fucking guts out and feed them to you. Old school tsundere. Oh yeah. Oh, she's so cute. And then the, the old school. I have this ticket to The Grudge. Would you like to watch The Grudge with me? That's what it looked like.
Tosaka
I mean,
is
I
still
couldn't-
the best tsundere.
Which one?
Tosaka.
Osaka. She's pretty good.
Tosaka. Rin
I don't
Tosaka.
think Sasuke agrees.
I don't know. I don't know who's my favorite one today. I you have to list some in, and then I would choose from that. Like who are like, I know like Asuka's a super popular Tsunade.
Main girl from Food Wars.
Or I don't like Erina. I don't like Erina.
Toga?
Yeah, I would have to think of some. Who?
Toga.
Toga? Or Taiga? Not Toga.
Oh,
Oh
those
no
are
no
both
no
terrible.
no.
Definitely not Taiga.
No, thank you. I am not Light Ruler.
Or are you?
I don't know. Don't ask me that. I'm about to have an existential crisis.
What did?
Oh, do we count?
What about the...
I know who it is. No, I know who it is.
Who?
It's everybody's favorite Tsunade. Did you forget?
Huh?
You want a hint?
Nico?
Yes,
Nico
I do.
Ni? She a tsundere?
El
Tsundere.
Sai Kongoro.
Oh,
Makise Kurisu.
yeah. She's
Christina?
a great tsundere.
Yeah, she's like everybody's favorite Tsunade. Who doesn't like her?
She's really
That's
good.
true.
She acts all big and bad, but then she gets those blushy moments, and she doesn't know how to wear a jacket. It's so cute.
She's kind of the more of the... She's probably the most chill of all of them. She seems more skeptical. I think her tsundere comes through her skepticism of Rintaro, if I remember correctly.
Yeah, it's never channeled in a malicious way that I think other Tsunades do it.
Okay.
It's really
They sound-
interesting. So like I could feasibly see, like, she doesn't seem like a very kind of pissed off individual. She just seems kind of a little fiery, but mostly
I mean, have you
normal.
seen her drunk?
It's been a while since we've seen Steins Gate.
She's got a split personality when she drinks. She gets flirty and kissy, and then Okabe's like, "I don't think we should do it here," and she goes, "Why not? Do you not like me?"
Speaking
really
of-
serious and just
That
changed.
means that's the real Maki-san.
Exactly. She's very. She's very. Give up the pants is what she wants.
Which that's kind of believable because given like her stature, like how smart she is, and like kind of her background, you could see a person like that really suppressing their true selves and feeling
Yeah.
like that type of personality isn't befitting of someone of their caliber.
Yeah, we gotta watch Steins Gate.
I don't. It's one
Why
of
have
my
we ever
favorite
watched
anime.
that? That's like
Let's watch it. Let's watch it.
Yeah, let's just fucking lock it
Uh,
in one season. Why not?
Who has KOA next song or Nakuma Club?
I think
me,
it's
right?
you. Yeah, I think it's you.
I wonder what Sasuke's going to do. I
Yeah.
don't even know myself.
Yeah. It's an evil world we live in. Tsunderes are always helpful. They push and motivate the weak MC to man up. Hashtag we need more tsundere. Hello, Midnight.
Yeah, Tsunderes, they hard carry.
Long
They're-
and hard carry.
They're like the character, like, or they're like the player in like a COD or Halo game that plays the objective exclusively.
I know what I'm picking.
And is it going to be a surprise?
No,
Oh, okay. Well,
We got it.
Kaguya-sama.
announce-
Kaguya-sama.
Oh, that'd be fun.
Oh, I can finally watch Kaguya-sama.
Since we're talking about Tsunderes, might as well.
All
I was gonna
right.
say shit. We gotta finish Fate
So be
too. I keep forgetting.
Oh yeah, we do.
Alexa,
We need to pick a time to
remind me
finish it
tomorrow
and talk about
at 3 p.m. to message KOA about the no Alexa. God damn it.
it. See what you did? You took too long.
Alexa, remind me at
Alexa's
3
a
p.m.
Sunday.
tomorrow, Tuesday, to remind KOA
only-
to schedule
talk to me when you
a
want something.
podcast
You
for
never
Fate
ever
Stay
want
Night.
me for
No, it's
anything
Alexa!
else. See, she's acting like a sinner right now.
God damn it. Alexa,
Alexa, you bitch.
set a reminder for 3 p.m. on Tuesday that I should set up a reminder. Fuck! Ah, God damn it!
Well, I'll set the reminder. You don't ever need Alexa again.
Is there anything else to talk about Midori?
So, no, for sure, there's something else. So, Ayase asked Seiji out on a movie date, which I thought was sweet. I liked the scene. But one thing that you get to see is Midori dealing with her own insecurities and her fear that, Sage is going to fall for another girl.
Yeah.
As sweet as Midori is, I mean, nobody's ever exempt from the feelings of jealousy. These are just
sure.
base emotions. So, when she sees Ayase, go for a movie date, and she understands that Seiji doesn't know the significance of what they're doing, she's at a loss at what to do. And I feel like she's going to come to this point to where it's either that she sabotage Seiji, because she did sabotage him early in the episode when she saw what Ayase was trying to do, and then crashed out. So she already did that.
I loved how after that scene it just transitioned to just being out of school as if nothing happened.
EA, I've talked about this before. I don't love it. It's funny to me whenever there's a transition like that, because I know the only reason they make transitions like that is because they don't know how to explain that situation. Because, okay, so Seiji falls like that. She still has the tickets in her hand. I could believe that she just holds back on asking them out or whatever. But what the fuck happened between them after that?
Right.
How did Seiji react to just falling out of his desk? Like, what happened?
Right. I would have, here's how the scenario would have happened. It's like, are you okay? Did you have a fucking stroke or something? Are you alright? Huh? Yeah, I'm
just
okay.
waiting for the transition.
Right. It's like, just cut the commercial! Cut the commercial! Yeah, I know. It's so lazy, but it's it was just like a funny gag, but you're right. They don't know how to switch to the next scene, so then all of a sudden, it's just like, well, that was weird. Yuck.
Here comes the crazy sister. Ring.
Yeah, exactly. Also, hello, AA Ron. I'm glad that I'm able to catch up with you guys this early. First time ever.
Hey.
Well, welcome.
Got an AA Ron?
Glad to have you.
AA Ron.
D nice. Denise. Denise.
I think that's it though. With this
Yeah.
episode, I wish the whole Shiori dealing with her stepmom thing would have been handled better, because I thought it's one of those cases where I thought the concept, the ideas were so great, because this, it's not like this is super unique in anime, but it's not talked about enough. Like this specific thing, dealing
Sure.
with, especially a child dealing with their parents remarrying, because there's so many complex emotions that a child isn't able to understand and channel properly, and that's why you have instances where Shiori is giving her stepmom the cold shoulder, even though she's trying to be super nice, and so
Yeah, she was so nice. She slapped the shit out of her.
yeah, yeah.
No, I get it. I get it though. She was just frustrated because she's like, "I hate you. Your breath stinks. Nobody likes you. Your vagina's all shriveled up," and then just gets
How
smacked
do you know what a
in the
vagina
face.
is?
So right. That's the one thing
What-
she's upset about.
Yeah, what did they teach you over here?
Who taught you that word, vagina? You're coming home with me right now.
We do not speak of the sacred phrase.
We didn't talk of this. Doesn't need to be discussed, but why did Shiori's dad feel comfortable leaving his daughter
Oh my
with
God.
some random guy?
I mean, maybe he knew him.
Well, you know the Japanese.
That could what?
The
You
kids
know the
are the kids
Japanese.
are in their society. They always, and I don't understand why they do this. Because if you did this in America, it would be like insanity. They regularly they like send their kids out like to do like chores and stuff in public.
That's true.
I've seen that show.
But
on
I
Netflix.
don't like the way you said that.
Yeah, it sounded
Wait,
like
what,
the way
what did
that
I
you
say
said
it?
it.
What did I say?
Well,
The
you
way you
said
said it felt like very xenophobic or racist.
I did.
And I know the KOA podcast
No.
is very racist behind the scenes, but don't bring that.
Oh
on the
no,
actual
no,
podcast.
no. I'm not. No, I clearly love.
I'm
the
not
Japanese.
racist. What?
Yeah, I'm not racist. When
But the
we start
Japanese-
when we start the podcast,
I did not even realize that. I
No, it's okay, man. We're just joking with you anyway. Le, hello, welcome. EA quotes.
oh yeah, EA. There was somebody in my chat that was saying that you were the normal one on the podcast, and I was
Yeah,
like,
I was there when you said
Yeah.
that. And
I was
then-
like, I understand why you say that, because I feel like EA has less like crazy moments than me or C, but I think we're all a crazy family in the
Oh, yeah.
KOA podcast, so I don't think
Absolutely.
there's a single normal person on this show.
we are a crazy family. We're like smiling friends. We're all different, but we all work together, and we're insane. And yeah, I love what he said in the chat too. He was like, "I'm sorry, Sasuke, I was wrong."
Yeah, no, it was bad. It was bad.
Yeah, he was like, "I'm wrong. I was wrong. I apologize." Burb is here too.
burb.
Ben is crazy, despite him saying how normal he is. He is not. Do
Oh,
not
yeah,
believe his lies,
we've
never
known
did.
that.
No, I'm crazy normal.
No, you take the normal part out, and that's what you are.
Yeah.
No. I'm crazy. I'm like. There's like a crazy amount of normal with flowing through my veins.
Yeah. Well,
All right, so
that's it for
disregarding the
Midori
lies.
Days.
Alrighty.
The next episode, which is the date episode, may be my favorite episode.
Really, I'm excited because I wanted more Ayase focus, because I'm
You
liking the
won't get that.
progression. Yeah, I'm liking the progression with her. I
Yeah,
don't
it's-
know, man. The whole thing of her trying to ask him out on a date and progress the relationship is sweet. So I like
It's
it.
sweet, for sure.
I am kind of like conflicted though, because I'm like, I like this, And if I like this, it comes at the expense of Midori. So
Yeah. Conflicted.
All right.
it is what it is.
Now let's get into my dear friend Nokotan.
Shiko noko 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 Goshitanta.
This is like, I think, the first episode of Nokotan where I just didn't really enjoy it.
I thought this episode was just. It was just like they just threw shit at the wall and hoped that we laugh.
Yeah, the very first part of the episode, they said we're about to do 18 episodes in one, which I give them credit for. They tried.
Yeah, that's a cool idea. It's funny.
Yeah, it's a cool idea, but it was poorly executed because everything was just like a bunch of random skits. Like,
It's
look
mostly
at me,
puns.
I have an antler. Oh, la, la.
It was either puns or vehicles for puns.
Yeah, I don't even remember most of what happened. I just know.
Can I mention one of them?
Yeah, tell me one of them. Oh my God, I think I. Tell me one
Well,
of
there
them.
you go.
Well,
there you go. Now you know. Can we just dead this incest joke? It's 20. I don't know when this manga was created. It's 2024, man.
Yeah.
We don't have to do the whole incest, obsessed sister/brother thing. It's not funny.
Mm-hmm.
It's not even just like the immoral aspect of it anymore. I just genuinely just don't think it's really funny.
Yeah.
I don't understand like what I get out of it.
I don't think I've laughed at her character one time. Maybe on the second episode when she's doing the damn like trivia show or whatever. Other than that, not funny. I've laughed more at Basime than I have at this girl, and yeah, she's just not for me.
Yeah, I don't. You'd have to think that the whole incest thing in anime, there's got to be something to that. That maybe audiences
People love
from
their
there
sisters in that way.
understand. Like there's some cultural kind of, I don't know, something about that makes it always appear in anime.
Oh, incest! You're such a fucking rascal.
Yeah.
I think
know.
it's like the whole idea because they got the little like the siscon brocon label or whatever, and this is something that Snafu was doing a lot, where they were trying to make fun of Hachiman for being a siscon, where he would like cared about his sister so much that you would question their relationship and think it's incestuous.
But he never did any of that.
Well, that's where I was going.
Sorry.
So I was saying, it's like, okay, so there's that, but then there's actual incest. She actually is like talking about, oh, my sister, her back, the shape of her figure, her armpits.
Oh God! And then the people walking
What?
by were like, "Hell yeah, sisters
they-
into sisters.
Yeah.
That's fucking cool, man."
There was a dude who was like, who was like eerie incest, and I was like,
Yeah,
what the
I
fuck?
saw that. It must be a thing. Because, I mean, obviously I can't judge anything off this anime. Anime's not real life. But still, it's like, would people do that in real life if they saw two sisters
No.
sniffing each other's armpits?
I'll tell you. Okay, so maybe this is a regional thing, because I remember being in high school, and obviously we'll just say I'm from one of the top 10 most impoverished states in the United States. I'm amongst, and like I think it's like, I don't want to say, but amongst the top 10 most impoverished states, I live in one of them. And when I was in high school, I think it was my freshman year, I was in a class, by the way, which was called Bible History. Swear to fucking God.
Oh my gosh.
One of the
Yeah.
one of the dudes is like this white guy. He's like really like overweight. He talked like this, but I gotta tell you it. Yeah, roll tide, son. Like all that, weird camo. And I remember one time, because I sat near him, there was these two sisters in our class, and these were kind of like our, like, oh my god, the hottest girls in class, and these two sisters. And I swear to God, that guy said, man, I'd plow one of them, and I'd have the other eat the other out. And I just remember going, like, looking up and looking in his direction, and just, like, looking around, like, what the, did anyone hear this? Like, he's talking to a group of people, too. And I'm like, this is okay? He's not getting reprimanded for that at all? Like, he's not like, step aside, son. We got to talk about your issues. Like
you bring a great point though, because whenever there's like weird stuff that happens in anime, we kind of attribute it to just Japan, but the same way that we have like weird sectors in the United States, there could be weird sectors in Japan also. And we don't really take that into account. So I think that's a really great point.
Yeah, maybe just it's like it comes from underfunded areas.
That reminded me of that episode of Family Guy where they relocated to Alabama, and Meg was like the hottest person in the school automatically.
I remember that. Oh my God.
And I remember one of the guys saying, I hope her brother don't have dibs on her. And then you saw this little toddler say, I don't know, like Meg said something, like did a joke or whatever, but she was like a little toddler, and she said, my daughter would absolutely love you. And I was just like,
Jesus
my
Christ.
God. Early Family Guy is great.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, think about it. Like, poor areas, less education.
I mean,
they don't know, like they think of incest. They're like hell yeah, because they don't have a clue.
Incest up top.
That's so. Anytime someone says Wincest on the internet, they may be a redneck.
I mean, maybe
that stuff is just cringe.
It is.
I don't give that stuff. I don't even give that stuff any attention.
No.
But no, this, I mean, it's not really much to talk about this episode, like, not really.
Yeah, it's a fun,
it's a random shit.
It could have, the thing is, I think with this idea is, I think it kind of lends itself to, like, extremes. It could have been, and it was probably, like, the worst episode so far, but it could have been the best.
Mm-hmm.
Because it was such a cool idea, like 18 episodes in one. But it was all just kind of like, oh, hey, we're making... One of them was like breaking the fourth wall, which they did before. So they retreaded some jokes. They just really, honestly, just redid a lot of jokes for some of them. And it's, some of them were mildly entertaining. They're like, okay.
Yeah. I think this episode was just It's one of those things where I don't think I hate this episode. I didn't find anything offensive or anything like that. I didn't like the Anko stuff, so I found that offensive.
Yeah,
but everything else,
honestly, if they didn't have that stuff in there and they replaced it with literally anything else, it may have made the episode better.
If they replace Anko with a block of wood, I think it would be like 100 times better.
just don't make her the sister.
Hell, turn her into a fucking deer. Like a deer that likes to sniff around and you're just like, get away, deer.
I feel like the gag would work better if she wasn't her sister, because then it would like make you think, why does she know so much about her when she doesn't even live with her?
Yeah, make her like an obsessed fan, because she looks exactly the same. It's the same character model.
I feel like we mentioned that the first time we saw her was definitely make her into just this obsessed fangirl. And it's even funnier because it's like, wait, how do you know all these secrets? I never told you or said anything to anyone. That makes the jokes much more funny. But because she's the sister, it's just incest, yay.
Yeah.
Hooray!
I will say the funniest part of this whole episode was Nokotan shedding and Bashame wearing her skin.
That was
That was some Leatherface
was
shit.
wild. That was wild.
horrifying.
That was insane. That was Sea Tactics insanity.
That was horrible.
That was I thought it was hilarious. Maybe I just like that
I
dark
was
kind of
scared.
humor.
I was scared.
It was funny because she's just like, she has the eyes and the mouth. It's just talking as her.
Yeah.
Like, I'm a deer now.
And you could clearly see she has the same facial expression as usual under
I
the
know,
skin
'cause-
mask. So it's like,
Yes. Oh my god.
oh, it was so weird. But that's why it was so entertaining, because it was just this wild, inventive idea.
Yeah, and that was like the funniest part of the whole episode. Other than that, every episode, I agree with you. See, it's like just throwing
Yeah.
stuff against the wall, seeing if it works.
By the way,
I
Bashame
did-
is a Love Life character.
I did like the detail. I thought the shedding thing was funny, not because of what EA was saying, but because her shedding her skin was the skin had the fucking uniform, so it makes you think that's just what the uniform is
That's
a
her
part
skin.
of her body.
It grafted onto her skin. It's a part of her now.
See, I think we need to kick Dan.
Wait, why is that?
Oh, we do.
Read what he just said.
Hold on. Sorry, chat, if things are all grayed out. I'm telling you, the Russian Girl anime is actually good. You guys need to check it out. I swear. No.
I'm not going to watch it.
If that's a joke, that's a good one. But no, I ain't watching it either.
I'm pretty sure Dan actually likes it. I'm not going to check
it could
out,
be
though.
good. I just don't like incest.
Yeah. When you showed me that screenshot, Sasuke, well, first of all, I saw a woman on top of a guy, and I'm like, okay, whatever. But then when she's like, oh, brother, let me get you up this morning, I'm like, no.
Yeah, it's too weird.
No. This is Kiss Sis all over again. No.
Yeah. And just
Where they
because,
grab his erection.
like, I don't like watching things just because they're memey. Like, just because the internet meme them. I don't like doing that. So.
Sorry, Dan.
Yeah. Well,
I'm nearly 30.
yeah,
don't
we're
have
getting we're both getting to that age.
Yeah.
See,
Yeah, we got to start thinking about our mortgage rate, not about what degenerate anime are coming out this season. So,
Wait till you get to my age. You have to worry about what calories and what your the
oh, I already got to
intake
worry
is-
about that.
Trust me, already there, already there, brother.
Yeah,
All right, you're getting there.
I got that fatty
You're getting
liver.
there. Yeah.
Trying to make sure those
well,
enzymes are good.
This is the Killer Pass episode.
Ooh,
I honestly, I thought I'm gonna give it a courtesy pass because I think it was a valiant effort. I think the skin suit thing was funny. I thought the one with the where she puts the snacks in her head or takes the snacks out or something like that. That was kind of funny. There was a couple jokes that were like really just kind of stinkers, but for the most part, it's like, yeah, okay, another deer pun, sure. It's not like we have a million of those every episode.
Noko.
So I'm gonna give it a courtesy pass. I think the idea that they wanted to put 18 episodes into one episode was a pretty good idea. They just didn't do well with it, so I'll give it a courtesy pass. That means if you guys kill it, it's not my fault.
As for me, I definitely think this is one of the more worst episodes of this series. I don't know. I think the series has kind of ran its course. It's had some shining, glowing moments. But for me, I don't know if this is something to continue watching, so I think I'm going to kill it.
I think this show can have its very funny moments, but I think if we looked at it objectively and we just look at it as a whole, it has obviously been the weakest part of what's been a pretty good season that we've had thus far. I mean, I think we're enjoying everything that we're watching, other than the show. Not to say that we aren't. I don't want to say we aren't enjoying this or we didn't enjoy aspects of the show. It's just that every week it is clearly the worst show that we're watching. And whenever it's that clear, I feel like passing it is just going to like delay the inevitable, or just, I don't know, kind of dilute the season that we're having. So, if we were having a weaker season, I would probably pass it. I would probably give it a courtesy pass, just because I don't think it's that bad. It's not that bad, like a 6 out of 10 type of show. But this is a really good season. I think we should focus on the stuff that we care about. So, I'm going to kill it.
We're locking in Russian Girl.
Oh hell
We
no!
don't have to do that. We don't have to do that.
This isn't summer 2021. Okay.
Yeah. Don't
it
follow
could
what
be,
I've
EA.
done.
It could be. We could go back to our glory days, EA. We could relive them.
I don't know about that. That season was bad. We were watching Berserk and an episode from the prior series from the prior season, Odd Taxi.
Oh, that was a...
Oh, let's not forget Sunny Boy.
Oh yeah, where we didn't know what was going on every week, but we still watched.
And we had to consort
I'd watch
something
that show
Scarlet.
again. Yeah, we had to talk to Scarlet, remember? It was Scarlet.
Scarlet Disaster?
Yeah, Scarlet Disaster, yeah.
I think I mistook her for Decrepit Storm because it had the same D in it.
Or is it a he?
I don't know.
Didn't we have
assumed
this
Scarlet
discussion
was...
back when we were talking about Sunny Boy? Like
Yeah,
every week?
we thought that Decrepit Storm was Scarlet for some reason.
Yeah.
Well, I did.
I'm pretty sure it's because their name was
Decrepit and Disaster.
Scarlet Disaster. So when we thought of the disaster theme, we thought of Decrepit Storm because Storm Disaster.
Yeah, and Decrepit Storm was like, "Hey, well,
Yeah,
why you think I'm a girl?"
Yeah, the Decrepit Storm was like, "I'm kind of a dude, but okay."
Decrepit Storm has a great accent. I love his accent.
I
haven't heard it.
And
It's
yes,
a good voice.
KRW6, you are right. I have sold my soul for X-Arm. I've still yet to get it back. When I go to Hawaii, I'm going to get it back.
Yeah, you gotta go beat up Hollow.
Yeah, I'm not going to beat him up. I'm just going to...
He's like
Say,
4'2". You gotta kick him at least.
I paid
He's a
my
lolly?
dues. I sold my soul. So tell me what is left for me when I given up everything.
That's beautiful. And
Yeah,
Light
beat him up
Ruler,
to
no.
that.
We are not going to replace the show with Toradora. It ain't happening. Unless you give us a certain amount of money.
What if
Maybe.
Lightning Ruler drops $1 million?
Yeah, Lightning Ruler. That's a...
If I'm not suggesting anything.
Sounds like you're suggesting something.
I am, but I don't want any like blame for it, so I'm not suggesting anything. If we replace anything, and this would be like a call to action for KOA, so I'm not saying this is going to be something going forward. It's just that if we were to do it, we would do this on our own and then we would, get back together and then make a decision. If we were to replace Nokotan with something, I've heard very good things from the show Elusive Samurai. I have not watched it myself, so this is not an endorsement of the show.
So Dan, I want to say before anything, Dan is biased. If he comments something, he loves Elusive Samurai, but I've seen the first 2 episodes.
What was that one anime you were talking about, where it's YouTube, the anime?
Oh, is Burb knows the anime. It's the VTuber girl. It's Gabby from AOT as a VTuber, and it's actually quite entertaining.
What's your daughter doing VTubing without your
I don't know.
permission?
What the fuck?
You need to ground her.
No, it's
Well,
so
if she's
the premise-
monetized, then
it's like it's
it's
kind of
okay.
it is a clearly it is a show that you look at it and you go, yeah, they're just trying to hang on to the bandwagon and get money off of VTubers, but it's actually really funny and really clever. So the premise is that this VTuber girl, she's streaming, and she forgets to turn off her stream, and she gets really drunk and goes on to another VTuber stream and starts like yelling out at like simping for her and like thirsting over her, like, I want to see your boobs, show your tits, let me see your butt. And then she passes out at her computer and wakes up the next day, and her manager calls her and is like, yo, you fucked up, check your stream. And like she was streaming the entire time, and everyone's just laughing at her. She rewatches it, and that's what makes her blow up and get in touch with all these other VTubers. And don't get me wrong, this is not like some insane comedy, but it subverts your expectations really well, and it's actually pretty humorous and insightful into VTubers, and the voice acting's good, and it's all like, if you watched it, it's not one of those hokey things where it's like, you know how you watch like the old movies and it's like the hackers are like, I gotta hack into the mainframe. It's not hokey.
Yeah. Hold on while I hack it. In their hole, they have a cigarette in their mouth and they got glasses on some reason.
And like it's these like weird sound effects that are never. The computer never makes those sounds. Yeah, they don't have anything like that in this show. Like, if there's like, it shows OBS, like it shows all of what VTubers use and all their tech. It's a really like interesting show. Some of it's kind of annoying because it is VTuber culture, but yeah.
Suggestion.
I mean, I do have a couple of shows that I heard were pretty good. I heard Pseudo Harem was pretty good because the girl's voiced by Yor. So, I mean, that's always
Sayori
a plus.
Hayami?
Mm-hmm.
Suggestion.
And How to Become Ordinary. I've been watching that.
No!
It's actually pretty good. Come here, Sasuke.
I don't know what the
give me a
fuck this
hug.
show. What is How to Become Ordinary? What is that about?
It's from the author that made Sasuke, what's it called?
Yoka.
Yo,
Oh, that show.
Yoka. He's pouting now. I mean, it's not better than Hyoka. I will admit that. But it's okay. Okay, it's better than okay. It's better than average. I like the thought process that goes into it, and it's very critical thinking. You have to really be paying attention. For sure. But I do like that, and
can
Pseudo
we
Harem
refer
is-
back to earlier in the show? I don't know math.
Oh. Well, then I guess that's not going to be picked up. Viral Hit and Windbreaker are both fire shows. I don't think I heard of Viral Hit. Windbreaker I heard of. That's the soccer one, right?
I think Viral
Yeah, that
Hit
was
may
from
be
last
the
season.
VTuber one that I was talking about.
So, okay, so how about we do this? How about KOA has some homework for the rest of the week?
We gotta
Let me get my
research all the
pen.
best shows.
We watch 3 episodes of the show that we're...
A Kid Nuts Gauntlet? We're bringing it back?
No. No,
Where's
those
Mitch? Let's get Mitch. Come on. We gotta get him.
No.
I'm so excited.
We do 3 episodes we watch on our own of the shows that we're talking about. We're big boys. I think we can handle it. So
Yeah.
3 episodes of the show that C is suggesting. 3 episodes of How to Become an Ordinary.
Okay, we don't have to do that one. We could do the Pseudo Harem.
Whatever is the one that you're suggesting.
Let's do Pseudo.
So 3 episodes of that.
Yeah.
And 3 episodes of Elusive Samurai. And then
Alright.
from that, we come to an objective.
Then we do
whatever.
a Kid Nuts Gauntlet.
No,
I'm
we
so
never
excited.
bring that back. We never bring that back because that wasn't a good idea. Well,
It would be good for this.
it was a fun idea,
was
but
a
I don't
fun
think it was
idea.
a good idea.
No. Here's what we do. Okay. We modify it. All right. A Kid
think
Nuts
Steve's on
Gauntlet.
drugs.
Echidna's
Yeah.
Gauntlet. What's
Okay.
going on? Oh god. Echidna's Gauntlet. I'm so excited. Echidna's Gauntlet, right? We bring it back. Except for instead of watching 3 episodes, we watch 3 shows. And then at the end of the gauntlet, we decide who wins.
So it's the same shit?
It's the same shit. Yes.
No.
It was great. Come on.
We oh, let's put a bookmark in this.
No, but we can do this. 3 episodes of each show we're talking about. We come as a group. We whatever it may be. It could be a Friday. Yeah, it could be like a Friday or whatever. We come together and go. I really enjoyed this. Or no, this would be a good idea. We rank the shows that we like from
Like a kid.
best.
Gauntlet.
So 1, I like Elusive Samurai. 2, I like this show. 3, I like that show. We rank the shows. From those rankings, we can have a show that we choose
And then
because a decision should be made. Now there could be a tie, but we'll get there when we get there.
listen, this is what we can do. We can get Mitchell on. Okay, we get him on.
No, we
put him-
can't. He's busy that day.
There's
I
a
wanna
there's
say,
a there's
I
like a
think the man's a
clear
busy man.
there's a clear space right there on the left, like right next to me and below EA. We can put a little
Yeah.
camera in there,
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
and it's his face.
Yeah. I'm
I
hearing
think
you.
because he's showing his face to his 200,000 subscribers.
No. Yeah, it's a good idea. Keep hearing
Keep
them out.
going, keep going.
And
I don't know. We do like a bunch of drugs or something.
so how about
You fell off the wagon.
Instead, in a place where we're going to put a cheat nut, instead of where we put his like face, we put a minigun pointed at your avatar.
What?
And anytime you say some stupid shit, it spits 100 rounds into your face.
Okay,
I love
but
this idea.
If we're gonna do this, it's got to be the Black Ops 1 death machine.
Yes, we're fine with that. We're okay with that. We agree.
We agree.
And it's got to be like Mason holding it.
That
No,
might
no,
be
no.
a little
Mason?
difficult to do, but
If I'm gonna be killed by someone, it's got to be like Saber, or like Yumiko.
what the fuck?
What about Master Chief?
Oh,
Yumiko?
Yeah, we can get Master Chief. Yeah. Well, Yumiko. Well, either of the Yumikos.
Oh, Yumiko Suzukiri or Yumiko Jabami, it doesn't
Yeah,
matter to you?
Yeah, no.
You're a
yeah.
whore.
He's a whore.
You know, Ellie calls me a hoe
I mean,
and a slut.
All the loose terminologies. But Dan, yeah, Echidna's Gauntlet. If you haven't seen it, God, how long ago was that?
Like 3.
4
3
years
years?
ago. It was
4
2020,
years.
I believe. I think it was
Oh
2020.
God,
we did it.
pandemic.
Yeah, you
It
could
was.
easily find it. The thumbnail is with a girl with her tongue sticking out. Yeah, that's Echidna's Gauntlet. You'll see how well that went.
It went amazing. It was beautiful.
It didn't go.
It was beautiful.
It may have been 2019, actually, now that I look at it.
It was Fergalicious.
What?
I don't even remember the name of the anime we watched.
If I saw like the name of it, I would know what it means.
It was
I just
it was
know the thumbnail.
Yeah, it was that Mappa anime.
Let me do this real quick. I'm gonna find it. I'm gonna find
I
it, y'all.
remember people were so hyped about it. They're like, "Oh my god, Mappa's doing a new anime, and it's like a fan service anime," and it turned out to be really bad. Like really bad.
Spring 2019, we had Fruits Basket, this show, that show, that show. Summer 2019, we had this show, that show, that show. Oh, we watched Kanata no Astra, summer 2019.
Oi.
You know, you could just look up Mappa and go to Mappa's
What are you
list.
trying to say?
That you could just go look up Mappa.
No, I was talking to you. Yeah.
Oh.
I didn't care for Kanata no Astro. Ah.
Oh yeah. She had the laugh.
Let's not forget about the
I like
fucking
that show.
bouncing mushrooms. Piss me off.
It did, and it had a great ending. It's just, yeah, where we dropped it at, I'll never like. I felt like it was a good place to drop it at, but it's funny because it got so much better after where we dropped it.
The twist was really cool.
Okay, so 2021,
Okay.
3 years ago.
3 years ago. Beautiful. And the funny thing was, Mitch was actually in the comments, and he said, "Mission failed. We'll get it next time."
Mission failed. Get him next time.
Speaking of Call of Duty, I mean,
The show also was called the Idaten. Deity
Yeah.
is no only peace.
I would not have remembered that.
Yeah, I don't remember anything about that show except for there was like a violent rape in the first 5 minutes.
Oh,
Yeah,
Jesus.
and they tried to make it like artistic, like Madoka Magica esque. I remember.
I don't even remember that.
It was like
Dude,
really
it was like the first
gratuitous.
episode. It was like the first fucking episode.
It was like in
Well,
a church
I
as
don't-
well.
I don't think
Yeah.
we saw it. Well, because we would watch it like,
No, you guys. I think I saw it. I think you guys did it.
and then I watched a second one, or I don't know.
I think I watched. I think I watched like. Well, we all watched different episodes. So
Right.
like,
That's
it was
why I don't
convoluted.
remember.
somebody watched like 3 episodes. Somebody watched 2. Somebody watched 1. But I'm pretty sure that happened the first episode though.
It was.
Okay.
It was like the first scene, like the first major scene.
Jesus.
Had to be.
Well,
If not, it was the last. Maybe it was just the
Well.
entire episode. I don't know.
What
How
should we
about we-
call this segment? The discuss what we watch next.
The Nokotan.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Can we talk about like good anime?
sure. We can talk about Spice and Wolf.
From a week hiatus,
Yep. This is
It's
a great
back.
episode.
it may be my favorite episode.
Yeah, the Polo and Kraft, they're getting married. It's great.
Can we give
Wait,
props
see,
to EA?
did you watch this?
Yeah, I watched it.
No, he
Okay.
didn't. Can we give props to EA?
What's that?
EA called this. He called the feathers being a clue.
I did. As soon as I saw the feather, well, I don't know, maybe I just pick up on those things, but I saw the feathers, and I remember Diana saying that someone had came previously before, and then when I put 2 and 2 together, I said, has to be her. But she was still kind of like giving off that whole aura of, I don't like you, Lawrence. I'm just gonna sit over here or stand over here and pretend to be this boy's pet when I'm not. And yeah, that was cool. She put down the what is it, the pyra, and was just like, you idiot or you fool or something. Yeah, I guess I did call it. She went and saw Diana, who is a fucking bird that we found out later, which I totally didn't even know. I was like, what? She's a fucking bird?
Gotta be the sexiest bird that we've talked about on KOA.
I agree.
Step aside, Philo.
Yeah, Philo, more like hit the road,
Yo.
Jack. Yo. I like that one better. But yeah, Philo, no. Diana, that's a sexy bird. I would like to see her chicken breast.
God.
Don't you mean
I'm
her chicken
sorry.
thighs?
Spread
Ooh.
your wings, Diana.
Spread your wings. Let me see them
Okay,
chicken thighs.
real
Extra
question, though.
crispy.
Breasts or thighs?
Breast.
You're talking about food, right?
Yeah, chicken. We're talking about chicken.
Oh, I love thighs.
Breasts.
I love dark meat.
Oh, I
I love thighs and drumsticks.
I think thighs are great.
Mm.
And they're cheaper.
I have noticed that they're cheaper, but they taste so much better. The dark meat. Yum, yum. I want some chicken after this.
And you can put on like little sandwiches if you want to, like if you're lazy and you got some left over.
Ooh, the best is not from a chicken, but from like a turkey. You just put that shit on a sandwich. Oh, when's Thanksgiving? 3 months from now?
Something
Bring
like
it
that.
on. Sasuke's unamused.
He doesn't like chicken.
He no, he likes white meat. The other white meat.
Why is it French now?
I was quoting I was trying to quote Austin Powers, Fat
Ah,
Bastard, where he goes,
get
"Baby,
in my
the
belly.
other white meat, baby, it's what's for dinner." I'm sorry.
It's definitely French though.
Yeah, well, my lineage is French, just so you know.
Oh, so okay. So when I
Yeah,
so when I so when we inevitably get to the KOA executions Danganronpa style, we'll use the guillotine for you since that originated in France.
yeah, I guess so.
Yeah.
I guess so. I will be beheaded. Do a nice clean cut.
Yeah, I'll make sure it's like no pain. Just
Thank you. Which, by the way, see, everybody loves to spoil me on that goddamn game. I Twitch. I was just on Twitch for not even 30 minutes, and someone was just like, "A spoiler, spoiler, spoiler." I didn't read it because Satsuki caught it, but I'm like, God damn.
I was so glad you didn't read the chat when he said that. I would have been so
Because I was
pissed.
just reading the visual from the game, and then I look over and I go, "Oh, something's been deleted." And then I think I saw your comment. You're like, "People out here spoil."
I would have been so pissed. It still would have been good just for the process of it, but it's so bad. But Spice and Wolf. So
Listen, Wolf.
normally I don't like the whole thing of what we got this episode or what we got this arc to say in totality because I don't think anybody who has watched Spice and Wolf up to this point ever thought that Fermi was going to be in a relationship with Holo and that she
Nah.
was going to be whisked off to the sunset and that she was going to be taken away or Fermi was going to take Holo away from Lawrence. I don't think anybody seriously thought that. So usually I never really like when romances do this pump faking thing where they just act like they're going to do something because usually they do it just for the sake of drama. And I'm not saying this wasn't done just for the sake of drama, but it's like drama and like showing you where Lawrence priorities are currently. What I mean by that is when Lawrence starts off, and I don't think the anime does the best job of it, the light novel does a little better job of it. When Lawrence starts off this journey with Holo, he is very much a merchant to his core. And over time, you start to see that dwindle because of his relationship with Holo. So it's like the greater his relationship is with Holo, the less of a merchant he becomes. And you start to see that because not only does he like start to take losses, but he starts to rely on Holo overtly.
Hmm.
But it's more than just like doing that because she's Holo the Wise Wolf. It's because he cares about her. So things like money, making a profit, stuff like that pales in comparison to him furthering his relationship with Holo. And that's what you really get in this arc, I think.
Yeah.
Because he's ready to abandon everything, all his money, all his assets, even if you think about it, even his dream of being a store owner for the sake of traveling with Holo, further. That's what you get this arc. So it's like the full transition from Lawrence the merchant to like Lawrence the I don't know, Lawrence the lover, you could really say.
It's
So
true.
yeah. So while I usually don't like this type of writing in a lot of romance series, I thought it was necessary for what we got.
I think it's very necessary because it kind of showed that Lawrence, he could have taken the money and ran. Hell, even when everything was all bidding and he was buying and selling, he could have just up and left right then and there when it was at its peak. You know what I mean? He would have been a rich man and never had to look back when it came to Holo. But that definitely goes to show the how much she cares about him. And this has been a span of what, like 3 or 4 episodes where it's talking about Holo's question to Lawrence is, "What am I to you?"
Hmm.
And I think in this whole story arc, we find out what she was to him, and she, even though he doesn't outright say it, because he says, "I can't even put it to words to describe what you are to me." She's a lover. Let's just let's just call it what it is. He loves her, and I feel like the feeling is reciprocated. You know, what I thought was kind of interesting was that even though Holo was kind of being herself, just the, oh, I'm not talking to you. I'm over here with old young boy over here.
Yeah, she always has to give you clues as to what she's feeling. Other, she always wants honesty, but she never really gives it herself. She always
Right,
leads
right.
you in that direction.
With the whole continue, say
Yeah.
more.
She loves games.
Yeah,
She's a video gamer.
She-
Gamer with a
No.
capital G.
She's definitely not a gamer, but she definitely likes to play games, as in, you know, come here, come hither. Let me tickle on your bag.
Holo's such a interesting character to me because she'll make fun of people for like I don't know having like she'll make fun of people like humans in general for having like this idea of being I don't know she'll make fun of like the maiden in distress who's like acting like they're at the mercy of someone else so their knight in shining armor can come save them, but
hmm
she craves that. It's so interesting to me because again, she's Holo the Wise Wolf. She's super smart, super capable. She can get herself out of damn near any situation.
She's definitely not a damsel in distress.
Yeah, she's not, but she sometimes puts herself in that perspective because she wants her knight in shining armor, and I think that's less of her wanting that mode of person, but more so wanting the passion that's associated with that type of person. Like she wants to know that Lawrence cares for her like no one else.
Yeah, I mean, she's a god, and she's a very lonely god at that. So I mean, I get why she does what she does. I mean, she wants to feel normal in a way.
Yeah.
She was hiding in Diana's house when Lawrence was talking about, is it true that a god and a man can, you know, and and Holo's over there peeking through the bushes, just like, please tell me it's true. I want it to be true, please, goddammit.
Yeah, and then that conversation means so like oh man, this episode did such a great job of recontextualizing what happened in previous episodes.
Yeah.
Um for that scene that you're talking about specifically, not just because of Holo being there and her realizing what that meant, because we like as an audience we all understand what this means. We now know that Lawrence for sure sees Holo as a lover and vice versa. It you know there are a lot of things that you can say without explicitly saying it. So we understand that. But the other aspect of it is Diana, and she's just a person that we know in the arc or whatever, so she's not like a lingering character. But her not being human and her being some like bird entity thing that had a relationship with a human means so much more when you try to like unpack her character, because she has been through what Holo is trying to go through, which is being in a relationship with a human, and the implications that we get from Holo with the relationship that Diana had was that the person figured out it's been like 10 years. Why hasn't Diana aged a fucking day since I met her?
I'm losing all my damn hair. I'm getting wrinkles, and you look great.
Yeah.
What kind of shampoo are you using?
I don't like the fact that you look super hot still. So I'm going to send a church after you.
That is so fucked up.
I mean, but that's kind of what like Holo was implying, that she loved a human. He found it suspicious that she was growing, or he was growing old, but she wasn't aging a day, and because of that, it fell through. Because obviously Diana is single; she's not still with that guy. So.
I would be like, you are with one of the hottest people in the world. Why the fuck do you care?
Yeah, that's true.
I'm not totally mad at it just because religion is a big thing
For sure.
in this anime. So if they are like a devout Christian, it's like if you're not aging, you're a witch. You're
You're a phony.
You're a devil. I mean, I can understand that type of thinking. So, but it's tragic in that type of thinking that they loved each other, but because of who she was, it separated them, and
How sad.
yeah. And it kind of gives like, that's like the pessimistic outlook on how things could turn out, and Lawrence and Holo is the optimistic way of thinking about it, because Lawrence knew who Holo was from the very beginning they met. He already knew she was a wolf deity. So him wanting to progress a relationship with her means that he's ready to accept that side of her, which means that she's not going to age. He's going to die before she does, but if he wants to be in a relationship with her, he's ready to accept that.
I think Holo should be in a relationship with Freerin. At least she would live longer.
God. That would be a weird match.
Wouldn't know what to do with. Like, you have a character who is super talkative, super clever. Not saying Freerin isn't smart, but she's not as clever as Holo. And then Freerin doesn't really. She likes to mince words a lot, so it's like Holo will be like, let's talk about the intricacies of the world, and Freerin will be like, I want to clean my staff.
I want to sleep for
I want a grimoire.
4 more hours. I want to go inside this mimic.
Shouldn't you wake up, Freerin? I am a goddess, and you should be treating me as such. You should not be sleeping in at such a time. I'm so beautiful, aren't I? And Freerin just sleeping. Continues to sleep.
Yeah, because that's another thing. Holo always gives you breadcrumbs so you can get to the conclusion that she wants. She would never be safied with Freerin because she would not pick up on a single thing.
That buddy cop show would be one of the most. It wouldn't be a buddy cop show. It'd be 2 cops doing 2 different things.
Bad cop, bad cop.
Back. Tell me where the damn thing is. Yeah, or else I'm gonna beat your ass. What the hell? Where'd that come from? Would you like some water? Oh yeah, I would love some water. Thank you.
They go take the exam, and they have to fight a Clay Holo, and it's like, oh no, she's throwing wheat at us? Okay. All right. Fern,
She's turning into a fucking wolf.
Fern, do the thing, Fern. And Holo's just like, no, let me handle this. I can handle myself.
Oh my god.
That'd be a great show. I'd watch it.
He's so fucked.
Fern and Holo. I mean, not Fern. Freerin and Holo.
Yeah.
So we got a reverse cuck this episode where Fermi loses and he's like in total shock.
Oh.
He falls. He's in a Walmart and he falls to his knees. He's crying in the club.
I loved too how after money was exchanged between them two, the guy, I think it was the bartender or whatever, it was like, you don't fuck with someone else's woman.
Yeah. He said you should never went after someone else's wife.
I mean, he's not wrong.
He's not wrong, but at the same time, you know what? I was going to give Fermi the benefit of the doubt, but the reason I don't want to give him the benefit of the doubt is because he's so smart. I believe he understood the relationship that Holo and Kraft had.
Yeah.
The minute he fell in love with her. He's super smart. He they never said it, but I feel like he realized what it was and thought that he could take that away from Lawrence. So I was going to play devil's advocate or whatever, but nah, I don't think it's necessary.
Yeah. He wanted to lose his virginity and didn't happen.
I mean, Fermi's a very suave guy, has money, has the smarts. So, he could find another one.
Yeah. Yeah, he can pay someone.
Oh my God, he's going to go the Rudy route.
Yeah, he's going to go the Rudy route, and she's going to go, nope, no matter what I did,
Ellie
nothing.
Nalise. Ellie Nalise is
No,
like,
not
yes.
Elena Lee's. Just that one prostitute. She was like real cool about it. She's like, I tried everything. I tried smacking it, I tried spitting it, I tried kicking it. Nothing.
I even tried talking to it in tongue.
I even tried talking to it.
Hey, come on, you can do it.
Oh, I think it moved a little. I think we got. Oh no, never mind.
Oh, I think it. No, it's just on a string.
You just see Rudy like manipulating it with like a fish string.
just fucking like a puppet. Just ooh, look at it go. it's a penis ghost. Ooh.
And she's totally into it too. She's like, Rudy, holy shit, your dick's haunted. We have to get you help.
Your dick is floating. Oh God.
And you just see him do the smile.
He just goes. See, that's what they should have done.
The dick ghost.
Yeah, the penis ghost, but they didn't. Instead, they did the whole. Oh, I can't get it up. Here comes the knife. As he kicks it out of his hand.
I forgot that happened.
That was
like the dick stabs him.
I know it's not so. The dick stabs.
Dick pulls out a knife from his pocket.
Dick pulls out a knife. I can't take this anymore.
You son of a bitch! I've been attached to you for 25 years. How do you think I feel?
You used to get me up all these years, and now you fucking can't?
I didn't want to have sex with Eris, but you made me.
Aw. Yep, we need to make that.
Oh my God. So this episode, Lawrence apologizes for Holo for distrusting her, and I will say this just to be objective about this. I don't want to feel that I'm not criticizing a series even if I like it. The Holo and Lawrence relationship sometimes feels one-sided in that Lawrence is always the one apologizing or the one that has to realize certain things about Holo.
Beta. He's on red pill.
Yeah, I mean, in some instances, yeah. I understand what they're going for.
He's got to go to the Andrew Tate School of Love.
If he did that, Holo would kill him. Like,
She
no
would bite
exaggeration.
his ass and remember it.
I do
Yeah.
not want you to go to such schools.
Look, imagine Lawrence saying, "Hey, bitch. Hey, cook."
Yeah,
He
maybe
has
my meal.
sleeveless shirts all of a sudden. Yo, make me a sandwich.
I gotta get my grind set, Holo. Hey, why are you wearing shoes?
Hey, why you got the knife? Stab his ass up.
Hey, what are you doing with that?
You see Andrew
wasn't
Tate come
cool,
up and be
bro.
like, "What? I gotta get my guy. What? Who killed my bro?" And Holo just eats him.
Bro, Top G. The Top G. Who killed my mate? Oh.
Who killed my mate?
You know, Andrew Tate is like probably secretly going out with a dude too. So
Yeah, probably.
you guys
Ian
got repressed
Gamer
feelings.
is here.
Oh my
Says,
God.
bro, he's 20-year-old human and Holo's a fucking 1,000-year-old demigod.
This is true.
Yeah, there's no imbalance in that relationship at all.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, there's the power dynamic that the scales don't
Jokes
balance
on
for.
Holo. Kraft's got a haunted dick.
He might. But the point here is that while there may be some imbalance in terms of their experience and their expertise and stuff like that, I think the reason though it doesn't feel as damning as a power imbalance might be in, like, I don't know, in any age gap relationship, because this is an age gap relationship.
By a couple
Obviously.
centuries,
Yeah, but by a couple, so
give or
small.
take.
But I think the reason it doesn't feel as bad is because we know that Holo's growth was stunted in her loneliness. Those hundreds of years where she's just playing a role of the god and making sure to harvest for the village that she's inhabiting is fruitful. In those years, she wasn't living as a person. She was living as an entity.
Yeah,
So
she
it's
was
like,
weak.
yeah, so it's like she has that experience, obviously, but she wasn't really living as a person to where it's like you can't really discredit Lawrence's experience in terms of what Holo experienced, because Holo only experienced like some years roaming on her own. That's it. So like they feel equal in a sense. Not
Yeah.
always, but they feel equal in a sense.
Yeah, there was definitely a couple moments where I was kind of like through the screen going, "Oh, you could have at least said something," because she's like,
Definitely.
isn't there something you need to say to me? And it's just like, okay, yeah, he owes you an apology, but the fact that she's like, you thought that I was gonna betray you? You did kind of like leave when we were like on bad terms, so I was kind of like up in the air of what you were gonna do. I would have brought that up, but I mean, yeah, they didn't mention that at all in the story. But that to me is something that I would say was a bit kind of not inaccurate, but just like I feel like they should have mentioned more. Where maybe he pushed back a little bit. Yeah, sure, he could apologize for not telling her about her homeland and knowing about it. That's a biggie. I get that. But when she said, "And you didn't trust me," I was waiting for him to go, "Yeah, we kind of left on bad terms. You didn't really, what was I to think?"
There was definitely validation in the way that Lawrence thought about how things was turning out. I mean, you got to think this dude thought the world was crashing in on him. Like he thought this dude Fermi had gained Holo's he gained Holo's favor. He got the marriage contract, which Holo signed,
Yeah.
he's starting to gain all this money. It's looking like you're helping him because you stood by his side when we first saw him. You left later, but when I first saw you, you were right by his side. Yeah, I'm going to think that something's not right. I'm going to feel like little. You could understand why he felt, or why he would not trust in
Correct.
Holo's process.
And wasn't there like a part in between all that where he saw her like hanging, not hanging, but like sitting on the
She
balcony,
was on the
like out
balcony,
the
yeah.
yeah, and he's like, "Hey, girl, how you doing?" And she just walked away,
Yeah, he
didn't
looked at
say a
her and then
word.
she just went back into the room.
Right.
No,
So
like
again,
I'll that's something I'll criticize Holo for. I love her. She's one of my favorite characters in media, but she's so cryptic to the point that you look at her and you go, "Are you? What did you expect? I'm not a god. Like I'm not omnipotent. I can only see things from my perspective. I can get things wrong. You would
read your mind.
understand. Yeah, I can't read your mind. That's why, that's why you can feel a certain way. But at the end of the day, what you say is very important.
Right.
Like you validate people's feelings by what you say sometimes, not what you feel. What you feel is important for sure.
Sure.
But you have to say things, you know. That's why you tell people you love them.
Exactly. I loved how this episode ended. I thought the music was perfect with the violins and everything else, and you just see them kind of like doing the courtship type thing, may I have this hand, and kind of
Ah,
do a little dance thing and then walk down. Yeah, that's
it's
perfect ending.
beautiful.
Very perfect. I loved it.
Beautiful. It felt, people may disagree. It felt more intimate than a lot of different things that you could do in this situation. It felt
Hmm.
like, just because the symbolism of it, because they're like dancing to like this pagan ritual. Holo already revealed that she heard what Lawrence said, because the timing of it is important as well. So Holo knew that Lawrence was trying to probe at, hey, can a human and a deity get together as a couple? So she has this knowledge. Lawrence knows that she has this knowledge. Um, and they try to dance. Lawrence knows that Holo wants to dance because she wanted to partake in the festivities when it first started. So he's kind of like honoring what she wanted to do. Because remember, if you remember how this arc started, Lawrence went when the festivity started. He went, "Why don't I get Fermi to show you around town?"
Hmm.
So now
Yeah,
he's taking the onus and he's like, "I'm going to dance with you."
I'm gonna show you a good time.
Yeah.
Not for me and not my Joe Blow over there, but
Hey, I'll have you know, Holo, I shoot to thrill.
way to kill. Too many women, but too many pills. Yeah, okay. But yeah, who was our fourth member of KOA? John.
John,
Yeah.
poor guy.
Yeah, we're not gonna have John move Holo around anymore.
Yeah. Well, why the fuck would I have John? I'm right here.
That's right. Uh, but it was good, really good episode. Worth the 2 week wait.
Yeah, I think so. It was a very, very good episode. Also, Holo Best Girl.
Yeah.
You like her tail. We get it.
Oh, did you see the shot of her tail in this episode?
It was the angry, spiky tail.
Yeah, it was spiky tail. It was Super Saiyan 3 tail.
It's the I'm mad at you because that's what animals do when they have a tail. They're just.
Yeah.
Holo has like some of the best like flirty quotes ever.
She's
We'll
very
have
good at
it.
flirting.
Uh Hold on, let me make sure if I have it.
That's my favorite pastime.
Okay.
Is flirting.
Wow. 4.
What does that mean?
She
It means
said.
you're a whore.
She said, "It seems there are many stories about gods and humans becoming a couple. I do not mind if that is what you wish. In exchange, please be gentle."
Yeah, and then she goes, "Just kidding.
Yeah.
JK, bro. It's just a prank.
Like I'm not gonna have sex."
What?
Thinking
Your
of
craft.
Armate.
The thing is, if Lawrence would have said, "I want to have sex," she would have been like, "Okay."
I know her ears would have perked up and everything. She would have been like, because she was like that. And huh? Sex?
See, that's the thing about Holo. She lies a lot. So if Lawrence didn't take her at her word every time, and he treated her just like how any male would treat their
Mm-hmm.
significant other, probably would be in a good space. But he doesn't sometimes. He kind of reveres her to a point where, again, he values everything she says as a truth. And there's sometimes where we can kind of read in between the lines, you know.
Mm-hmm.
So he doesn't do that
The
enough.
moment she said, "Don't be rough," that's when he needed to start taking the pants off, and then just have her just.
Hold on.
She's like, "Oh, just kidding, just
pantsing down.
wear your pants down, baby. I'll be gentle."
Listen. Listen. We all know foreplay is better than sex anyways, so Holo's got the right plan.
Foreplay is not better than sex, but I think is integral in sex, if that makes sense.
Sure.
Well, okay, it's the most
Absolutely.
important part.
Yeah, I would say so, because I feel like it's the fuel. It's like the coal in the fire.
It's the catalyst.
It's what they said in American Pie too. You gotta preheat the oven before you stick in the turkey.
Yeah. You gotta put the stick of butter in there, and I don't know.
Because any guy can just go right to sex, no problem. But when it comes to when you're in a relationship, you gotta get that passion going. You gotta, do that foreplay, and it adds a lot to it.
So much.
Sex is one thing, but passion,
Yeah.
I feel like, is something completely different.
There's a legitimate argument to where kissing is more intimate than anything else regarding sex. Because it's some people that don't want to even kiss during sex.
I mean, that's a crazy thing to even think of. Like, people don't even want to kiss during sex. Like, do you even? I would get it if you didn't love the other person, but if you love them, why wouldn't you kiss?
Because it's more intimate.
Ah,
It's like a show. It's a show. It's a show of vulnerability.
Yeah, you can't
That
be vulnerable.
sex doesn't really. Sex should be more vulnerable, but it isn't. Sometimes.
Why do you think
I mean, I feel
conservative
like you're
men get divorced all the
most
time?
vulnerable when you're having sex. You're naked and you're at your absolute most vulnerable at that time. But no, I get it.
See, I'm at my tip-top
Maybe I
shape when I'm
don't.
naked.
Yeah.
I'm ready to
Do you
fight.
do you do the ghost penis?
No. That's when I'm ready to go to war. You know.
Dr. Foss said kiss leads to COVID. And Ian
Gamber
said for Japan it's hugging. On a serious note, I think that the reason why there's like a discrepancy between kissing and just like, I don't know, whatever type of sex you're having, the reason why it's like varying degrees of intimacy in it is that whenever you're having sex, I think there's like this idea that you're giving into lust. But whenever you're kissing, it's more of, or it's less of an idea of lust, and it's more of an idea of love. If that makes sense.
Mm-hmm. Thank you, light ruler. People not kissing prostitutes. See?
Shit, I'll kiss a prostitute
Probably,
if I paid.
I mean, that'd probably make her feel happier than any other person she's had sex with, to be honest.
Why wouldn't I? So you're saying that you wouldn't kiss a prostitute, but you would put your penis in a prostitute?
Ew. No, they're
Oh.
for therapy. What the fuck?
Oh,
Yeah, you go.
what?
You guys seen that one where there's a girl and she's just like, we'll work for 50 an hour, and a guy like gives her money, and then the next scene you see is just them playing video games together.
I think I have.
That's a funny one, just because it's like sometimes that's all you need.
Want to play
Just-
Taken together?
It's like Mortal Kombat. You want to rip each other's heads off? Yeah.
I might pay a woman to read Watamote with me.
To watch what?
Read Watamote with me.
Oh, read Watamote.
I'd pay a woman to edit my videos.
Would you read it to her?
No, because then it's going to be like, Tomoko thought she was going to get raped on a train, but it didn't happen. Fuck.
No, he's
What
got.
are you reading?
I'd pay him to edit my videos. Be like, this is great and all, but I got work to do. And right now you're technically cheaper than an editor.
Oh my god. She's like, but I don't know how to edit.
I can
Well,
teach you.
That's your problem.
The transition for CTAC, this next video, you're just gonna hear like a hip hop turntable. And then, next scene. What the fuck? Everybody, what the fuck?
This is not sea tactics that we know. My name is Dirty and Sleazy
No,
Tactics.
I get her to record the script too, so it's just this girl's voice. Hey everybody, it's the Sea Tactics. Welcome back to another video. Like, hey, wait a minute. Everybody comments like, wait a minute, something's up here. This doesn't seem right.
Fat phony.
A great big phony. Oh my god.
This guy isn't a guy.
We knew that.
Yeah, I knew that the whole time.
You're right. I'm
Depends
not a
on
guy,
the type
I'm a
of
god.
sex y'all doing. I can understand being a
I
little
shall smite
hesitant
thee.
in for a kiss.
Kiss me. I'm uncomfortable.
Well, I mean,
You got
I
two
don't like
kisses.
You asked
You got
for
a
the
kiss from me and C.
So I don't know. Like,
I mean, are you playing with our emotions now?
yeah, I
You
don't
tell us to
understand.
kiss and we do. You know what? I'm gonna go and sell my pyro right now. We'll make you think that I left your ass and went to
Oh
a
my
sea of
God.
a deity with feathers in my hood to give you a signal that I'm on your team, even though I'm pissed at you.
On a serious note, I'm about to charge my battery, and I'll be back.
All right.
I'm not going, but I'll be back. Give me
All
like 2
right.
minutes.
I'll be back with weapons.
Mass destruction.
Should we
Let's
go to
now-
Oshinoko?
Yeah, Oshi
The main event?
Oshinoko.
Oh, Shinoko, season 2.
Yeah, this was the play episode, and it was a play, all right. They
This was the fucking Melt redemption arc.
yeah, his character was pretty fucking cool in this episode.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say though I didn't like the play bits.
No?
No, I didn't like at the very beginning, like the first half. By the time we started getting the melt stuff, I was like, oh, okay, cool. I don't know why. It wasn't bad or anything. Like I didn't hate it. It's just I wasn't like I don't know. Maybe I just was in a bad mood when I watched it. I don't know. But I love the melt stuff because melt was freaking awesome.
Yeah, Melt. I don't know what kind of actor or actress that. Oh, okay, I know. Basically, Melt is the kind of actor who is extremely good looking, but when it comes to acting, they are the one person that comes to mind right off the top of my head, Jason Momoa. He is very handsome. All the ladies love him. He's Samoan and just chiseled abs and good looking. He's Aquaman.
Yeah.
But when it comes to acting, dude's playing himself. He's not. He's not any. This guy is not a method actor. He's not going to be any different than what he is. That's
He's
Jason
ass.
Momoa in a. Yeah, he's ass. But when you see him as Aquaman, you're like, okay, that's kind of cool.
It's a fitting role
Or-
for him. It's a good
Yeah,
casting. It's a really good
Mhm.
casting.
It's fitting because he doesn't have to do much other than take his shirt off.
Yeah. And look like a dad.
Yeah, and that to me is what Melt's character was and what his archetype was. And he definitely redeemed himself because he did exactly what he said he was going to do. I may not be the best at this. There may be people that doubt me, but I'm going to put everything into this fucking scene and they're going to remember this scene because of what I do. And I thought that was really cool.
Okay, so I didn't hear everything that you said, EA, but
Oh, we were talking about penises.
Yeah, haunted
So-
penises specifically.
The ghost penis.
I mean, there was like the emphasis on Melt's penis because for whatever they like, I don't know. I don't really know what this had to do with the episode, but like they told the story of his senior, some girl who was like 2 years older than him,
yeah.
having sex with him.
She had sex with him when he was like in middle school or something?
Yeah, he got taken advantage of really badly.
So, okay, so he did, but when I first saw it, I was thinking third year high school, but the way he said it, it may be third year middle school, which, I mean, it's definitely not as bad as what I was thinking. So in that instance, he would be like 13 years. He would be like 12 years old to her 14 years old, which isn't bad. The way I was thinking about it, I was thinking she was like 17 to 18 and he
Yeah.
was 12. I was like,
That's
the
what
fuck?
I was thinking too. So that wasn't the case?
The way he phrased it, he said that she was a third year senior. So
Okay.
third year senior when he was in middle school would mean that she's in her third year in middle school, not third year in high school.
Okay. Because I read it completely different. So that makes sense. Okay.
Yeah, that's the way I read it too, but my chat corrected me, so
Well, good. Because
Yeah.
I thought this man got taken advantage of by a high school student.
I
was
think
like,
he-
damn.
I think he still
I think-
did.
yeah, I was gonna say I think he still did. It's just not as bad as we thought. Because I think the whole point of that was to reflect that he had like certain intangibles or innate things about him. His good looks, his ability to like his social abilities and stuff like that. So he had things that he never had to work on that gave him advantages in getting laid and getting this role, like what he got with Yuriko in the Sweet Dating Show. So he had like all these things that worked out for him that he never had to work on himself. And then once the sweet thing ended, and then he got criticism where people were saying that you're not a good actor, he wanted to work on that aspect on himself. He wanted to be great. He wanted to be great in this profession. He started to have passion in it. So he had to actually work at being a good actor. He couldn't just rely on his natural abilities. He couldn't rely on his good looks and social abilities. He had to be a good actor. So when it comes to this episode and he's surrounded by all these actors that put in a lot of work, he shrinks in comparison.
Sure.
That's why he has to do what he does in this episode. But I also think that's why like he shines in this episode because he realizes his shortcomings, but because of his drive to want to be great, he compensates in a way to tug at your heartstrings in the way that, you know, Aqua kind of presented it. It's like, yeah, the stuff that you've seen from him may have been shit, but you remember that one scene from him where he was going crazy? That's what he did this episode.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I mean, I appreciated the process of how this all happened, and of course his motivation and all of that. Really great stuff from Melt, and it coming from Melt made it even better because I don't think anybody really expected anything out of Melt.
Except for the producer. He was the only one.
Yeah,
He was like, see? I told you he was good.
it was like, yeah, the face he was making when it all happened, he was like,
Yeah, he's just like, what I tell you. You doubted me. What did
You-
I tell you?
he was waiting for that praise.
Yeah, he was. And then you saw both the mangaka and uh the mangaka's friend. God, what's her name? Oh yeah, Yuriko.
Oh, okay. Yeah, sweet today, yeah.
Yeah, yeah. Even she was impressed by him because she had this animosity towards him after what he essentially butchered. Again, it's not his fucking fault. That to me is a directorial writing issue,
Mhm.
not so much in acting. Sure, yeah, good acting would make a shitty script better, but at the same time, there was no amount of acting was going to save that. But anyway, even she was impressed. She was just like, "Oh my god, he's improving," and I was thinking like she's probably thinking in her head, why the fuck couldn't he do that when my show? You know,
You 5 months too late, bitch.
you finally emote and have this great acting, but you can't do that on my show? Yeah. Yeah, I'm sure she was pissed. But happy.
So Ian Gamber said something that I think is something I should you know, I'll just say personally that I should take to heart. He said, "Bro, what the fuck? The age doesn't matter. If someone took advantage of him, that's still Omega fucked up. Doesn't matter if the person is younger or older." I agree.
Yeah.
Because whenever we look at these dynamics, because when we look at age gaps, the issue isn't necessarily the age gap, but because of the power dynamic that exists, like adult and child. That's an issue, right?
Mm-hmm.
That issue could still exist even if the person that we're criticizing is younger than the person that is a victim, because like if we put into things like mental capacity, like a person isn't able to function in the same way that younger person is able to function. That's still a power dynamic, and that's the actual issue, not necessarily the age gap. The age gap is still going to be inherently an issue, but the power dynamic is more the issue that I think exists whenever we're talking about these relationships. So no, you're right about that, Ian Gamber.
Midnight says if Tokyo Blade were a story, they would read it. This plot seems interesting enough. And I don't know, we just kind of just did Act 1, but it seems like kind of like a generic, just not power scaling type thing. It's just more of a, it's almost kind of like maybe Inuyasha?
That's
Someone
what I compared it to. I was
like,
like, this is
yeah,
like
yeah,
Inuyasha.
It's like a generic ass webtoon.
Oh yeah, like a webtoon. That's even better. Yeah.
Yeah, finds a sword, becomes powerful. Almost
I
kind
am
of like a
the-
Japanese Zelda. Oh wait, Japanese Zelda is Japanese. Oops.
Zelda best girl.
Yeah.
How old is Zelda? No, I say that.
I don't know. I've never played Zelda all the way through.
Well, depending on which one, let's see. Age
I picked the
of
oldest one.
Zelda.
Please.
Can
No.
we put Sea Tactics in jail?
No, we can't. I'm unjailable.
Okay, she's 16 or 17 in Breath of the
damn it.
Wild. So
God damn it.
sorry.
God damn
Someone's going to jail.
God damn it.
That sounded like ghost stories. God damn it.
Leo. God damn it. God damn it. God damn it. God damn it.
First, I unintentionally say something xenophobic, and now I'm going to prison.
Yeah.
This is what I get.
You're on a streak.
This is going to be you on your first day in prison.
Oh, these
Kobeni?
guys are pretty big.
Kobeni is. I'm gonna go to prison, and Kobeni's gonna beat me up first day.
Yeah, she's like, I'm going to kill you. You're my bitch now.
I was
know
talking.
what you are.
I was talking about in my stream yesterday how Kobeni is actually one of the characters that perpetuates one of the tropes I really like, which is a very intimidated character that's actually very strong. So we were kind of trying to like brainstorm in my chat, like, what other characters fits this mold of someone who is very scared, timid, whatever you want to call them, but is actually super strong in a way they're like, I don't want to kill you, but if I have to.
Isn't there
That's the Hulk. Bruce Banner
Yeah,
hates becoming the Hulk, and
that
then all of a
is
sudden when
the
he
different
has to,
slant,
and I'm
but-
talking about the
that-
comic book version.
That's like Bruce Banner, but well, okay, you said comic, so
Yeah, and I'm not talking about the Marvel Cinematic Universe. That I don't know who that guy is, but when it comes to the Bruce Banner, where he's trying everything to get rid of being the Hulk, and he's like that's his whole passion is trying to get rid of becoming the Hulk because he hates being the Hulk because he can never control it.
That's
Yeah.
why
And
I
then-
love the Incredible Hulk.
Oh yeah, the one with Edward Norton.
Yeah, because he tries to portray that as best as possible.
Yeah, he did a pretty good job. The fact that he got recast, I'm just like, okay, whatever.
Yeah.
Mark Ruffalo's like, I'm always mad, and then he becomes the Hulk. I'm like, that's not how it. Okay.
I mean, yeah, it makes for a cool scene, but yeah.
Yeah, but that's not how. That's never been his arc. His arc's always been he's a depressing character that just. I mean, I will admit the one scene he did make kind of close to the comic book was when he said, "I tried to put a bullet gun in my mouth, but the other guy blocked it."
Yep.
Like that. That is indeed what Bruce Banner is to a T. But anyway.
But just to go on that point, Krona was another character we were thinking about. Krona from Soul Eater, if anybody's ever seen it.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
the boy with the pink hair.
I think possibly a girl. We don't know.
Girl, boy, the voice always throws me off.
That's been a character that nobody knows because the authors never confirmed nor deny. So it's really just what you believe. I always
That
saw
shadow-
Krona.
Sorry,
Yeah.
that shadow thing's on his back.
Yeah.
You know, Okaroon from Dan to Dan is kind of like that. I wouldn't say he's definitely like in that Kobeni kind of thing, but it's kind of vaguely similar.
Mm.
He's very timid. He doesn't want to hurt anybody, but then he's got to save Momo. So
Let me ask the chat that, like, are there any characters like that you can think of, like very timid characters, but they're timid in a way that they're scared of what they can do to you rather than they're scared because they're weak?
Right. It's like, no, please. I don't want to let it out.
Yeah. Yeah. I was saying like it because I was playing Nikke and I was thinking of the character that's one of the characters in Nikke, Vesti. she's very much like that. So that's why that thought popped up. But get it back on track with Oshinoko. I thought this episode was pretty straightforward though. It
Yeah,
was just
it's
really,
basically the play.
yeah. We saw some of the play, and it was really just how Melt was adapting to not being a great actor, but having to put on a performance for everybody, and it was for the sole purpose of making everybody acknowledge him, specifically Yoriko, because we know Yoriko hates this man, but she finally acknowledged him, which I thought was probably, he never really got that satisfaction because it's not like she said this to him, but I think that's probably the biggest thing that happened because, yeah, he got the validation from, what's the pedo's name? Kamoshida. Sakuya Kamoshida. Because Kamoshida was like, wow, you really work hard at
Yeah,
that.
yeah. He put his arm over his shoulder. That automatically means you're his bro.
Yeah.
And that's anime language for you're my bro.
Which I'd have been like, take your hands off me. Weren't you trying to talk to a high schooler?
You were talking to a high schooler and you called me a piece of shit. Get off me.
But yeah, he got acknowledged from him. He got acknowledgement from Yoriko, all the other people in the stands that were saying he was trash before. So, he got his validation. And man, the animation for this episode was great.
Yeah. Yeah, it was pretty good. They really, I mean, I feel like the animation for this series has always been pretty good. But yeah, they did good with this episode too. It really felt like an authentic theater being put on right in front of you, which I thought was really cool. I thought they nailed that aspect very well.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Animation was really good.
Mm-hmm.
So was the art.
Great.
Yuriko was even impressed with Melt doing the sword movement. She said, I didn't even think a human could possibly do that. I did it in the anime, and he fucking nailed it. That was another reason why she loved it. She's like, I love this man. I don't care what anyone says.
Yeah. So he worked on like gimmicky stuff that it doesn't really translate to being a great actor, but translate to it being a good scene, which I appreciated. It kind of showed you how he could make up for the gap in experience and time that all these other actors put into. Because as much as I got on Kamoshida for talking to a high schooler, he's a legit actor. So, he's put in the work to be an actor. So that gap in time, we're talking about years of time and effort putting into acting that now Melt cares about it, but he didn't have that experience before. So now he has to make up for all that time. It's not going to happen. Not going to happen. So he has to work on the gimmicky stuff. He has to work on the little sword tricks and making this scene emotional, whatever. But he's not a very technical actor. He's just good in this scene. And that's all it is. He's good in this scene. But that's all he needs. So, it worked out for him. And I guess we got to say props to Aqua for that because he's the one that directed him and doing what he did.
Yeah, he just stood there being emo, telling him what to do, and, Melt's like, you know what, Aqua? You're right. I will do that shit. Thank you.
Yeah, his advice was, you suck. but because you suck, people are only going to care if you do good in this one scene. So do good in this scene.
Yeah, pretty much. He's a fountain of wisdom, that Aqua.
Yeah.
He's so Aqua is just he needs a hobby.
He has one. It's called
Murder.
Murder. Finding the killer. That's literally all he does. Doesn't have time for fun or anything. Just gotta find the murderer. Gotta find the murderer. Yeah.
Should take more lessons from Kana, who's really red.
Yeah, she did good in this episode too.
Yeah. Who was in this episode? Which makes me think that Kana's not Kana, Akane's performance is going to be pretty big.
Yeah. Yeah, I think she's gonna have one that's gonna be remembered forever.
She's also really
Yeah.
red, like Red Hulk.
What is it
Hummer.
with you in red?
I don't
He
know.
loves red.
Just it's the first
You
thing
need-
I think about when I see Kana. I just go, that is
Sasuke, you
just
need to hide that flag
red.
behind you.
The crazy thing, EA, is like my whole bed is red. Like my bed sheets red, my pillowcase red, my comforter red, even a shirt I was wearing for yesterday's stream was red because I was wearing this. Let me show you. I ain't gonna talk too much about it. Let me show you.
All right, time to see it.
Oh shit.
While he's getting his wardrobe, see. So Kana's red, right?
Very red, yeah.
How red is she? Is it like a dark red, light red, red?
Kind of like a strawberry red, right?
Yeah. Uh-huh.
But like a little darker than that.
Yeah. Is she cute?
Like a wine red.
A wine red.
Yeah. Very, very nice red. Like you know Noel Gallagher's guitar in Oasis? His wine
Alright.
red
Oh.
ES343. Okay.
I
Let's hear it.
didn't feel like getting the shirt.
That was
But-
so great. We talked about red the whole time.
But I have my shoes though.
Whoa. Is that like your favorite color is red?
Black, but I mean black isn't really a color, it's a shade, but if I had
You
to pick
would-
a color, it would be either red or gold.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
We
I
should
really-
get
Cool.
Yeah.
we should get like a suit, right? But make it like a what is it? Vanta black? Is that what it's called? That's like the totally black? Like the blackest black? This sounds really redundant, but it makes no sense saying it. But it's like it's
I
the
thought
one
I thought jet black was the blackest black.
No, it's like some scientist created like the darkest shade of black possible
Oh.
with our technology. And it's like it's seriously, you look at it, it looks like somebody like photoshopped, like somebody painted their car. It looks like they photoshopped out the car from reality. And it's just like a black space. It's like Vanta black or Fanta black or something like that.
I don't know. All I know is we keep saying black.
Yeah.
Want to
I'm losing my
Fanta.
mind.
Alright.
Anyway,
Oh.
I think that's pretty much it, really.
Yeah. I mean, it was a great episode. I just don't think it was a lot to really delve into necessarily.
Yeah.
Killer Pass.
Melt was cool.
Oh, it is.
It says episode 6. It's Killer Pass.
Yeah, this
This is a
far.
pass.
Yeah, it's easy pass. This show has, even if this episode was like bad, the show is so good this season. It's like we could just go, it's a fluke, whatever. Next, you know.
Yeah. It's definitely a pass for me. It's already better than season 1, and it's not even done yet.
Yeah. Season 1 to me has a couple strong episodes, but this is just consistently just really great from top to bottom.
For sure.
Oh man, no Fable.
No Fable
Yeah.
this weekend because of the
Yoko,
Olympics.
Oh no.
We didn't get to see what happened after Akira got kicked in the face.
Yeah.
I'm a weirdo. Why would they think I'm a weirdo?
Damn.
That's weird. I don't know why I could
I
get
told him
kicked
they
in the face.
I told him they looked like a coral snake. That's a
That's
compliment.
the highest compliment I could give them.
Poor Akira.
I'm gonna draw you naked.
I'm gonna shoot myself.
I'm gonna shoot myself in the face and make you watch.
Oh my god.
Half in the
So-
bag.
That was from Smiling Friends, but yep. So no Fable this week. Sorry, Light Ruler. I know your Bay is not here, so sorry.
I was watching someone read the Fable last week. My friend Choco. Oh my god. I forgot how many moments I loved in this arc. I'm pretty sure they're going to animate everything because I'm pretty sure where they're going to end it at. But yeah, we're in for some good stuff. We're in for some good stuff.
Are they gonna end it when the arc ends?
Yeah.
Wow. Can't wait.
This arc is going to encompass the arc that we're on. So
Perfect.
yeah, there's going to be a conclusion to this.
Wow. I can't wait.
Yeah.
Very good. Very great.
Can't wait. Can't wait. I love me some Akira. I love that guy. He's my best bud.
Well, since you don't have control of it today,
Yeah,
CRC, I will read the viewer question. Question number 1. What anime have you guys, or haven't you guys watched that everyone else seems to have watched already? So basically, what's an anime everybody's seen that you haven't? That is a good question.
Gintama.
Yeah, that's a good
yeah.
one. That's a good one. I've seen
have
some
never-
Gintama though, but
Never seen Gintama.
it's so funny.
Never seen Naruto Shippuden.
Watch the bathroom episode, or watch the episode where they get handcuffed together with Gintama. That episode's freaking hilarious.
Yeah, Gintama's always been a series I never watched, but I felt like I would have watched if I didn't watch One Piece. Because it's like once I watched One Piece, I was like, I don't think I could read another series or watch another series that's like 500 chapters, episodes long. Can't do it.
I've never seen Slam Dunk.
Ooh.
Man, I don't know what I haven't seen that I want to see.
If EA you want to read
Yeah.
a series by the guy who made Slam Dunk, that's not his best series. He has 2 other series besides Slam Dunk that are great. Real Vagabond. I'm pretty sure you heard of Vagabond.
I've heard
Oh, yeah.
Vagabond.
My answer's
Yeah.
Vagabond then.
Real is my favorite series from Inoue. Real, I think you would really like Real.
REAL, real?
Real, just Real.
Wow.
Real.
Wow. Okay.
Real big fish.
Well,
No.
well, yeah. I haven't seen that. There's a lot I haven't seen. That I guess I haven't, but I'm trying to think of one that's like super like etched in stone. Like I feel like Slam Dunk's a big one.
Claymore. That's one.
Claymore's another one. Yeah.
Wait. You haven't seen Claymore?
I haven't either.
Nope.
Oh, you guys need to read Claymore. Don't watch it.
Read it.
Please. Please don't read it. Or don't watch it. Don't watch the anime. Please.
Okay. All right. Sounds good.
Another one is Fire Punch by Tatsuki Fujimoto. I really want to read that too.
Because of a plot point that I've seen to that series, I'm not going to read it ever.
All right. Next question.
Okay, so I guess incest is in it.
What's more lewd, holding hands or massaging feet? I don't know who did this question. I may have an
Neither?
idea. What's more lewd?
Lewd?
Yeah, lewd. Holding
Oh,
hands is
wait.
not lewd though.
Yeah, it's not.
Wait, no. That's basically like sex. You can't hold hands.
That is
That's-
dirty.
Okay. In anime, holding hands is pretty lewd, I guess. But I'm talking about real life here, because massaging feet depending on what's happening. Like if you're going to a professional masseuse and they're massaging your feet, that's one thing. If you're like, hey baby, let me massage your feet.
Massage your feet is going to lead to sex.
That is what they said in Pulp Fiction. You know, massage leads to something, and he should have known better than that. That's why he got thrown out of a 4-story
Yeah, this is how the
building.
human body works. When you're relaxed, you get more turned on naturally.
Probably. I mean, it releases probably some kind of endorphins, I'm assuming.
Yeah. I don't know. I'm
So-
not smart, so don't quote me.
Yes. So next question: would you rather be in a high school rom-com or a medieval berserk universe?
This
The
seems
rom-com?
really
I don't
easy.
think. Right. I don't. Why would anyone
Would
want
you
to be
rather
in berserk?
die, or would you rather be indoctrinated in some tropes? The tropes.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
And also the most pleasant of tropes.
Yeah,
I get to sit next to a fucking window, and everybody likes me.
I drop my eraser and I fall in love. That's kind of great. I think I'll take
I-
that one.
I turn the corner and run into somebody who also has a bunch of papers and toast in her mouth, and then I pick up all the papers and give it to her. Yeah.
Versus, I get in the Berserk universe and then I get split in half by some edgy guy who lost his boyfriend 5 years ago.
Or you get eaten alive.
Or that.
Yeah, I think I will take the rom-com. Thank you very much.
Yeah, like I specifically talk about my fatigue with high school settings and rom-coms, but I don't think my fatigue would ever lead me to go, man, I hate this high school shit. Let me go over to the Berserk universe and see what they took.
Yeah, yeah. You wouldn't last 2 seconds. You go in there. Hey guys, how's it? Holy shit! Yeah.
Why is there a skull knight? What the fuck? I'm leaving.
Wow, there's a lot of naked people here. What the fuck?
Whoa, where's this cave lead?
Is that guy having sex with a demon? Whoa, what the
There are literally people. There's literally in the Berserk universe, there are literally like 7 unrelated rapes that happen.
Dude,
Unrelated.
there's a scene in
Jesus
Berserk
Christ.
where there's an orgy going on where they're cooking and boiling
Oh
children.
my god.
Jesus Christ.
No, I don't want to be in a Berserk universe. They had literal Baphomet in there, like the goat with the sign. They literally had him in there. He was he was chilling. He was just like, yeah, I'm in it. I'm Berserk universe. Huh? They pay me, so fuck it.
That's how it went.
Okay, so I guess that's unanimous. Next question. Would you rather be Makima's dog or be married to Yamai?
I will choose dog.
This
I
is
can't-
a high school student.
Yeah.
I wouldn't even reproach that.
And I don't even like
Makima's-
Makima.
I mean, did you see that recent photo that Adorabird made of you?
We don't talk about that. Don't show Satsuki.
He already seen it.
What?
Send it.
Everyone's seen this image? Has everyone
think
seen it? Who has it?
It's pinned.
Wait.
Sasuke, it's pinned.
Are you
Oh, I
kidding
may
me?
have seen that. I may have seen it.
Where
This
it's
is like so low key. I thought it was just my server.
No. We got it.
Yeah, you
Oh,
got
that
it?
one.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's a good one.
So Burb spread it everywhere. He put it in his server. He showed you guys.
Uh-huh.
Who hasn't he
was
showed
one-
it to? He's probably showed it
Yeah,
to
it
his
was-
mom.
It was one of the best images I've ever seen in my life. I love the fact that it's you and you're like blushing.
This is ridiculous.
Oh,
I could
man.
sue for that, right?
No. Yeah, it's
No. Yeah, you have to take it like a man.
I hate
All right,
everything.
and final question of the evening: who has more money, Tony Stark or Bruce Wayne? Actually, a pretty good question because I don't
Stark?
know.
It,
Tony Stark.
There's one. I feel like is inheritance of money, but
Yeah.
also there's Wayne Enterprises, so they have some kind of
Doesn't-
whatever. But then,
Doesn't
we
Tony
can look
Stark
this
have?
part.
Doesn't Tony
We-
Stark
we-
have military contracts?
yes, he does.
Tony
Well, then he's more
Stark.
rich.
Tony
He has
Stark
to
net
be.
worth. Net worth.
All right, we'll get it. Let's see. What's his net worth?
80 billion.
Okay, that's Tony Stark. Let's see
Okay.
what Bruce Wayne, his net worth is.
Oh no.
Must be a lot more. Or less. I don't know that reaction. I don't know.
I don't even know how you could
How much is Bruce worth?
He's a broke boy compared to Tony. Tony is worth 80 billion. They saying the most that Bruce is worth is 31?
31 billion?
dollars.
31 billion.
Okay, he's still good.
No,
But
like,
you're
okay.
right, he is poor compared
Compared.
to Tony.
Double,
we could definitely
like more
compare.
than double.
That's insane.
And they said here's what the I'm going off the AI overview. It says
Not the overlords.
it says the corporation can account for a huge chunk of Bruce's pocketbook, but it's important to remember that Father Thomas was a doctor and his mother, Martha Wayne, was an heiress of one of Gotham's wealthiest families. Wayne is estimated to have a net worth of around 9.2 billion, as reported by Money. I guess Money is like the
Money is its
arbiter.
own thing.
Yeah, it has like the M in capital, so it's like Money is like the arbiter of the net worth or whatever. But yeah, 9.2 to 80 billion. Jesus Christ!
I'm curious, what is Mr. Krabs' net worth?
Money.
I'm gonna see.
It's probably
Mr.
like
Krabs'
$100,000.
net worth.
Well, I mean, he runs a business, so he may be a millionaire.
Well, obviously, there's not a definitive answer. It's just assumptions, so never mind. Someone's saying like 5 billion.
I see 5 million.
Oh, well, I may have read that wrong. Extra zero. Who else is kind of rich? Oh, Scrooge McDuck. What is he worth? I love how this is the last of it.
Yeah, we don't know what we're doing for the podcast.
Scrooge McDuck is worth 44.1 billion. That's the shit that he dives into.
Ellie said,
DuckTales.
Ellie said, massage feet leads to sex. Absolutely. Have you ever massaged
absolutely.
feet? It leads to sex.
So Scrooge
Sometimes.
McDuck is richer than Bruce Wayne.
Jesus.
And Scrooge McDuck doesn't even spend it. He swims in that fucking shit.
What's the anime? We got a question. What's the anime you always
Always
art
wanted to
covering up?
watch, but never had
Okay.
the time to watch.
wanted to watch?
Well, for me, it was One Piece a long time ago, but I've watched bits and pieces of it now, thanks to see. Another one.
Always
just because
wanted
it was-
to watch.
It's 1,000 episodes. I mean, when it got to 1,000, I was just like, I think I'm done. I don't want to watch One Piece.
You're weak. I'm sorry.
I'm not Dan to Dan.
Can I say Danadan?
Now you can.
It's technically out, right? I mean, it's leaked, but and it's horrible quality.
Yeah.
No,
there's a
wait.
giant watermark in the middle of it.
Are you trying to spoil us?
I mean, I'm caught up to the manga, so I definitely could right now.
Please don't.
But we're not gonna watch it for KOA.
So? What if other people are gonna watch it only for themselves. You ever think of that?
No.
I don't know
Thank
what's
you,
the anime
C.
I haven't watched that I want to. I mean, I guess it would be Gintama because I've
Yeah.
always been interested in Kagura specifically. I always wanted to know like because that's the character I always see, and I always go like, "Oh man, I like her design. I wonder how I
Oh.
would like this character." And then I never watched Gintama, so I can't say.
Just watch the highest rated episodes of Gintama. Like, there's not really a story, from what I'm aware. Because that's what I did. I just picked and choosed.
I have one that's gonna be blasphemous.
Why are you pointing at me? Why am I being pointed at? Am I being judged?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
For me, I never finished Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood.
What did I say? We're watching Kaguya-sama. I said that.
Yeah, that's
Are
what you
you
said.
watching FMA now?
We're what the fuck? I don't like that.
Well, Light Rule is bullying me, so I'm sorry. I only ever watched the original Full Alchemist, and then I started watching Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood, and I never finished it just because I'm like, this seems all the same. This is
Where did
It's not even similar.
Where did you stop? What's the last thing you remember?
the last thing I remember because everything was very similar
It's probably
up
early on.
until
That's got to be
yeah,
at
it
least
was,
the first 10 episodes.
yeah, it was probably early on. I want to say it was probably when he gets his arms and legs blown off by Scarface, and then he gets them fixed by Renri
what's
and
he doing?
everything.
Oh no, he's crumbling. He's collapsing on himself. He's
Let me
becoming a
guess.
singularity.
He's becoming Daredevil. Like, that's when it
He's born
started
again?
getting good. Oh my God, Born Again.
Yay!
Yes, sir. Is that when it started getting good? It started to pick up after
no,
that?
that's not what it's about. That's not what it's about. 'Cause,
Okay.
the original Full Metal Alchemist is still good. What you're talking about is like so early in the deviation of Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood and the original anime. Like that's not even where the differences start.
Oh. I think that's kind of why I kind of stopped watching it, because I was just like, when is this going to be different? And I
Do
just
we-
kind of forgot about it, to be honest.
Do we have to?
Midnight said, "Hey, you ain't missing much. You ain't missing much, EA." Midnight, shit your.
What?
I almost said something. I forgot we're KOA. Almost said something.
So,
But
so what are we gonna do about this? How are we gonna solve this?
It's too many episodes, though.
because it's 65 episodes, right?
It's like you're around that number. I think it's like 64.
And to get the full context of the story, you're probably gonna have to watch the original.
I already watched the original.
I mean,
Yeah,
I
do you
don't know,
remember the
like,
original?
I remember it.
Okay.
we
cool.
don't have a precedent for what we do about Nakama Club shows that exceed over like 25
it.
episodes. We've
Yeah.
never
I
done it.
mean, I mean, would you be willing to do a whole fucking year?
See, we could
That would
do
be
that.
cool. That'd be really cool, though.
We could do that, but I think the person who does it has to accept the fact that they're going to be skipped for the next two. I think that's fair.
I mean, listen, I say me. If it's got to be me, my pick, because
I'm doing it. Because I'm the next person. I can't accept the fact that he didn't finish this.
well, okay, yes, but no, think about it. We got to game this. Who has historically the least best picks of KOA? It's got to be me. I'm the weakest link.
Nakama Club? Let's think about it. No.
Oh, you talking about Nakuma?
If
Or are you
Yeah,
talking
with
about
Nakuma
picks in
Club,
general?
yeah, with
I've just
Nakuma
had
Club.
sucky ass picks. What are you talking
I think
about?
normal KOA, I'm like, batting average.
Normal
probably
KOA,
above
I
average.
suck.
My KD
Let's
Ray
talk about
ratio,
it.
KOA
World's
is
End
pretty good.
Harem. You name it.
No, well, no. Because you're talking about picks, EA. Nakama Club. Let's talk about it. So what are all the things that we picked for Nakama Club?
I mean,
I know
alright.
that I picked Code Geass. I picked Shinsekai Yori. I picked Izoken.
Yeah, he's okay.
I know those are my picks.
mine was UBW.
Okay. That's a hit.
Fate Zero, Berserk.
That's a hit. That's a hit? Is it really good?
Fuck, I can't remember anything else. EA picked Odd Taxi, I'm pretty sure, on that season. That wasn't me.
Maybe I think I did pick Odd Taxi 1
you
because
did, that's
like
a hit.
because that summer sucked, and I was like, "See, did you watch Odd Taxi? No, we gotta see it." Okay,
You
well, I
picked
did.
Snafu for sure.
I picked. I'm pretty sure I picked. Yeah, I picked Snafu season 3, which that's debatable now. Now that it's all said and done, I did Ping Pong the animation.
That was a
which-
hit.
That's a hit. I did Gargantia.
That was a good one.
Which
That was a good
you know,
one.
Yeah, which wasn't the best. I just liked it because it was nice and short, and
Yeah.
I feel like that was one that was overlooked.
That is what she
Trying
said.
I'm trying to think, was there another one? Ooh, I did F A Tale of Memories.
I like
That was
that
a
one.
good one.
Wait, who picked Inuyashiki? Was that you or C?
That was
me.
C.
We Okay. Okay.
Fullmetal Alchemist Brotherhood Part 1, 12 episodes, then Interim Nakuma back to part Fullmetal Alchemist Brotherhood. That's what QRW6 is, for an idea.
I mean, I feel like we could just watch. Like, I understand like what QRW6 is saying with his suggestion, because I do think the original Full Metal Alchemist did things better in the beginning. Just because I think Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood has this idea that you already watched the original Full Metal Alchemist, so it kind of speed runs things. But I feel like we should just watch it all the way through if we do it. So I think if we watch Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood, obviously it's not going to be episode to episode. We're not going to do 60 fucking 4 weeks of Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood.
Yeah, probably break it up into 2 or 3 episodes or whatever.
Yeah.
I think 2 is good on average. Like, I think people.
Hold on, let me see. Fullmetal Alchemist.
I think
Episode count.
the journey of watching it throughout the entire year is kind of like pretty cool as a concept. I think people would be super excited for that. And the reason I say that is because what I've learned with covering One Piece is that people just love slow burn content. Like, you can cover it at a super slow crawl and people will still turn out. We could do 1 episode a week.
It's
Like,
64 total episodes.
yeah, we could do just
Okay. It has to be a commitment though, because that's a year of covering up content. It has to be. We had to be on the same page. We all had to be go. We all had to go. This is what we want to do.
Yeah.
Simple as
I'm
that.
okay with doing that.
64
I love
64 episodes, 2 episodes each week. That's 32 weeks. Which
Yep,
is how many months? That's 8 months. that is definitely a commitment.
I'm fine with it. I feel like that show is so good that I don't think it's a loss to cover it for that many weeks. I think everybody would be intrigued if we talked about it. In fact,
Yeah.
I think there may even be more intrigue with KOA if we covered it like that, because more people would come in and go
And-
like, "Oh, they're talking about Full Metal Alchemist." Okay.
And I think it's one of the only series on KOA that if we cover it, we could take out the chunk of the stream itself and upload it on the channel as its own thing.
We could
Yeah.
also do that.
Yeah, we could totally like edit the Full Metal Alchemist review
Yeah,
and have like a 10-hour
because like I said, as a
10-hour video.
as a YouTuber that I can't say what I'm covering next, but I'm covering next something like a really long manga, and I'm literally doing 1 or 2 chapters, and it's got like 500 chapters. People love that. People love it when you really give it the time and room. So, I don't think it's gonna be an issue for viewers, no matter
Yeah.
what way we choose to cover it.
All right.
I think we could do that because then
everybody put your hands in the middle.
I think
We're gonna do
everybody.
this.
I think if we did this, everybody would have an idea of what episodes we're covering. Everybody's interested because who hasn't watched Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood? And it just, well, you're not a person until you watch Full Metal Alchemist. You're not a person until you watch Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood. So you're a human. Your human, like, I don't know, rights have been revoked until you watch Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood.
I'll be a human next year, guys.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Hopefully, if you grow big and strong.
Hey, you know
But
what? And if it works out, we can do more longer series like that.
I mean, because I've always thought about Monster, but
How long episodes is Monster?
Monster is 70 something.
74?
70.
Yeah, I
Wow.
think 74.
Great series though.
Yeah, it is.
So good.
74.
It
yeah.
doesn't waste time at all.
Wow.
It doesn't even feel like 74 episodes or what was it, 200 and something chapters? It doesn't
It's a
even feel
great
like
series. This is a great series. It's just it's always one of those series I'm like, I don't know, because it's so long. But okay, so yeah, we'll mull over that idea as a podcast, y'all. So don't take what we're saying now and then
Yeah.
think.
And if,
We'll think about it. We'll think
It's
about
gonna
it.
happen. Wait for it.
and if one of us gets fired next week,
Yeah, one of us may die. That
Yeah.
could be a thing.
God forbid.
one of us can get hit by a truck.
And get isekai'd.
Yeah.
Yeah. That time I was a podcast throwing the worst podcast ever.
What do you mean the best podcast?
Oh yeah.
The KOA.
It's true.
Well, I think that is all, folks.
That is it. That's
That's
all
it.
our questions.
That's all our questions, and that's the show.
Well, there you go. EA,
Yes, sir.
inform us where you are located at this moment.
Well, I won't give you exact location and coordinates, but I will tell you where you can find me on YouTube, which is everything animated. That's, to be honest, it's just become a vacant lot of a channel. I really need to get my ass back on it. Just like I got my ass back on to Twitch, which, hey, there was a promise that I needed to fulfill a long time ago. And that was to my dear pal and buddy over here, Sasuke the Savage. He said, I would watch you every time you string Danganronpa. And I said, sure. And then I just, guess you could say I kind of forgot all about it. So, yeah, I streamed for the first time in a long time and got a pretty decent turnout. Got some people giving the moolahs and being generous. We had who's is that your friend Vesto?
Vestos. Yeah, Vestos.
He's
Vestos
very
is-
generous.
Vestos is the biggest. What you want to call him? Like patron in my server. When it comes to somebody being a subscriber on my Twitch, it's probably due to him gifting a sub to them.
Yeah, he was very generous to give some subs. So I dropped a link of my Twitch channel so you can watch me do Danganronpa. I will do some more this weekend. It is now a thing. I got my spark back. I got my edge back, and who knows? Maybe in time, I'm doing Twitch now. Maybe I'll do some of everything animated. Definitely subscribe to me there. Follow us on Twitter. I refuse to call it X, just to know when we go live. We also have a Patreon. We have a few things in there now, some videos. We do plan to do more. It's just a matter of what. That's to be determined. We have a Watamote celebration stream. We have a KOA video game special, Madoka Magica Rebellion, and a drunken podcast. Fun times to be had.
Suggestion. I don't know
Yes.
how deep y'all are into Pokemon. But would y'all be up for like a Pokemon stream? Because I
Oh
would
my
be really
gosh.
interested in that.
Like the show?
Any like, I
Oh,
mean, it
just
could be the
Pokemon
show,
as a
like
as
in
a as a
general.
whole.
Because like I have more experience with the
Oh.
games, so I feel like anything
You know
would
what?
be interesting.
I would do that because Pokemon was a big part of my childhood. The games, the cards, the show, totally. And the Pokemon movie, the first one,
Mm.
that was
Wait, the first one's the Mewtwo
yeah.
one, right?
I saw that one in theaters.
Yeah.
That was a crazy one. I remember my mom took me to it, and it was a sold out theater. I I won tickets for a concert to go to it, and it was a sold out. You could bring whoever. It was me, my
Yeah.
brother, and my mom, and we watched it. And all I remember, I'm kind of giving this stuff away, but I don't care. Patreon, I'll tell more. But basically, the scene where Mewtwo's fighting Mew, and it's all big and badass. The part where you see Mew get blown back and just nothing, then she just comes back with a power of her own, and Mewtwo gets blown the fuck back. The whole theater was cheering and screaming and just, yeah!
That's cool.
That was really cool. I
Yeah.
will always remember that scene in that theater, and of course, the last part of the movie, which I won't talk about. Now that'll be for a Patreon. So it's been decided we will do a Pokemon Patreon. So it sounds
Wait,
like a Pokemon by itself.
it-
Go
it-
Patreon.
Are you all right with that? See?
Yeah, no, I haven't. My knowledge of Pokemon goes to the original anime. I played some of. What was the first? What was the first set of Pokemon games that came out?
There's
The-
red, blue, and
Yeah.
yellow, which
I
was
think I played-
Pikachu.
I think I played Red as a kid, like a little bit of it. So basically nothing on the games. I'm totally new to that. I love Mewtwo, but I haven't seen it since I was a wee little lad.
Oh my gosh, I have some things to show you guys that I
Ooh.
don't think I've ever
Yo,
showed you
yo.
anything.
So yeah, do you have one of the? I think it was like a McDonald's. It was like a
Nah,
McDonald's or Burger
It's
King.
it's
You didn't-
Burger King. I have
You had it?
those. I have those.
Hey.
And I will be glad to show everybody, but you got to go to the
Okay.
Patreon.
Okay.
You got to go to it. So anybody that wants to see this exclusive Pokemon talk, join now. Only $1. I don't know if we stressed that enough,
Hey.
but $1. And for $1, you get to see us talk and geek out about Pokemon.
You see me talk about it for the first time because I don't know jack shit about Pokemon anymore. I was never that
feel
big
like-
of a fan, anyways. So
I feel like it'll still be fun, regardless.
Yeah, I think so.
You got-
It'd be a nice little tribute to oh no, I lost
Rachel Lillis.
Rachel Lillis too, just to talk about too.
yeah, you get two expert fans and you get somebody who's completely new to it, like me. So
I mean, that's what we do for the podcast, pretty much for any
Yeah.
topic.
Pretty much. I mean, I couldn't tell you anything about the new stuff, but definitely old school here
hey, you know what? And if it's successful, we could do more.
for sure.
Yeah.
All right, but anyway, all those little links, subscribe, follow, share, all that jazz.
Satsuki.
You talking to me, bitch.
Yes.
Okay.
Oh no, you made some cry.
Yeah, you can find me on my main channel, Sasuke the Savage, YouTube, Twitch, Sasuke the Savage, not with a THE, with a DA in between the Sasuke and the Savage. Where I stream pretty much from Friday to Sunday now. It's always the weekends for sure, but I'm always having an extra day while I'm streaming. And Friday seems to be that day where I'm doing like some random stuff. Maybe I'm like catching up on the show I'm watching, so I'm doing like some live reaction content. But for sure, every Saturday, Sunday, right now the games I'm playing are Ace Attorney, or Apollo Justice, Ace Attorney, which was very fun to get back into. Saturdays I'm playing Persona, but next week I think Wukong is coming to the PS5. I'll be playing that. I probably won't be good, but I'm playing that. Whenever I get my HDMI splitter, I'll be playing GTA 4 as well. So I have a lot of different things that I have lined up for my Twitch stuff. As for my YouTube stuff, I have things lined up as well. I just had to actually get into the action of collecting pictures and get into the video editing process. But I actually have like a couple of scripts written already for different YouTube videos, so I'm prepared for that. But yeah, I'm really excited about not only what I want to do for my channels, but what we're going to do for KOA with these with this Patreon stuff. So yeah, look forward to that. Anticipate it, dread it, run from it. It will come all the same as long as you have $1, which I know your broke ass has.
$1.
You're not spending that dollar on anything else. What you gonna buy with it? A jawbreaker? This ain't Ed and Eddie. What you, bruh, you can't. Bag of chips? That shit don't cost $1 no more.
No.
Gum? Come on.
Yeah.
Be serious.
The economy and everything's tough nowadays. $1 will get you hours of entertainment from us.
Only thing $1 get you is a juicy fruit, and nobody wants to eat juicy fruits because they run out in like 5 seconds.
What about the
So
zebra
good.
gum?
The zebra gum, striped gum, whatever it was called.
Love that shit.
So good, but then it just, in like a matter of, I swear to God, 30 seconds, just gone. Flavor.
Yeah, that's such. I wish there was like a way to preserve the flavor forever, because it's that.
I agree. I agree.
There
I don't
is.
think they make them anymore.
Wait, there's a way to preserve them?
Yeah, never eat it.
You know what? You're technically right. Technically right.
Yeah.
Well, as for me, tomorrow, Bento channel, my second channel where I cover the recent chapters of Chainsaw Man, new chapter coming out, and oh my god, I cannot wait. It's another one where it's just going to be really big. That's what she said, and I can't wait. So definitely go check that out if you want. I started.
Should I bring my ears, or is that going to be like a weird
ears
thing?
are not allowed. I don't even know what ears are. So.
Oh.
Yeah.
Fuck.
Yeah, you're gonna. I don't know what the fuck that is. Ears. Also, I can't hear you. What? Say it again. What? Okay. Also, me and my friend Carp, we sort of made a One Piece channel, and definitely go check that out.
Link
I
it.
would link you, but I can't. So
Why not?
if someone, because if I go off screen right now, everything will turn gray. So
It's at
No,
the
do it.
end.
Do it.
Do it.
We don't care.
Do it.
all right,
It's at the end.
All right then.
People are checked out anyway,
All right.
Yeah, nobody is watching right now.
except for 7 people.
Zero people. Or 0 people watching.
Yeah, 0 people are watching right now. I'm not lying.
So we can say anything.
Shit, fuck,
Yes.
fuck. Within reason.
I want to announce to the 0 people watching right now. That's my side boob.
Shit. I thought it was going to be a little something
Do you
more
like that?
vitriol.
Well, you shouldn't, because that's my side boob.
Did you see when Oda drew Yamato's side boob as a human?
I'm pretty sure.
I'm scared.
That was hilarious.
Was it? I thought it was.
It's
Never
pretty
mind.
funny. God, I can't find the channel. Did I not subscribe to the channel?
It's your own channel.
I
You're not
can't find my
subscribed
own
to.
channel. What?
I got this iceberg where my heart
not
used to
subscribe?
be. I
My-
got this
I'm so
iceberg.
cold. I'm so cold. I'm so cold.
No.
Man,
I
what was that? Omarion.
Yeah, Omarion.
Omarion. Yeah. He was part of that one group,
Ah, here
and then
it
he went
is.
solo.
all right. Let me.
I can't remember the name. Or
I-
what the name of his group
Guys,
was.
8 people are watching.
Oh,
Yeah,
I
nobody's
didn't lie.
watching us.
I didn't lie. No, I didn't lie.
Okay, there you go, guys.
So,
There's
Yeah,
Sea
so
Tactics and Carp's new
Vegapunk
channel.
Labs, a One Piece show.
Get
Okay,
it?
I'm subscribed.
Get it? Vegapunk Labs. You
Here
get
we go,
it?
I'm gonna subscribe to it too.
Yeah, cause like the Vega as in like vegan and punk as in like punk rock, because you
No.
play the guitar,
No.
and then
The
Labs
Vegapunk
in,
as
like
in
Stream Labs, OBS.
the Vegapunk Labs, as in the actual Vegapunk from One Piece and his lab.
Oh, I thought it was like Vegeta and Cyberpunk.
Yeah, like the fusion dance.
Oh my god!
Yeah,
you guys clearly have
we-
not
we gotta-
watched One Piece.
Ah,
Whenever we meet up, I don't know which two people. It could be all of us. We got to do the fusion dance. We know that, right?
With the
Oh,
Guinea
yeah,
Force.
yeah, here we go. Here we go. It's you stand up.
You, John.
You go like this. You go.
Oh, here we go,
No, no,
here
no.
we
You do it like this. You start like this.
You,
You, Jean.
John.
Yeah, Jean with the knee.
You guys are going in the wrong directions.
Well, we turned into a fat.
I'll fix it in post.
We turned into a fat, chunky one.
I'll make
We're
you.
called Everything Tactics, or no, everything.
Everything's savage.
Everything. Ooh, everything savage. I love that.
Savagely animated.
Ooh,
Oh, I like that
I love
one.
that too.
Well, I guess if you guys fucked it up, you're just gonna be called the Everything.
It's gonna be ass.
The everything.
The Animated.
Or I'll
This is
just
gonna
be an
be the-
abbreviated version. Yeah, the A. Oh my god.
Well, that's it for KOA.
Oh,
Thanks
man.
everybody for coming out. We appreciate it, and just know that red is the color of Kana. See y'all next week. Bye bye.
Johnny.
Later.